I'm here, DJ here. Y'all
What up?
guys, yeah, we are here. Y'all guys get up in the room. And like I like to say, man, I hope everybody who comes to the channel is okay mentally, physically, spiritually, because that's the most important thing for everybody to be all right. I know y'all guys come on the show, but we really want to make sure you guys is all right. Hopefully your family all right. Hopefully everyone all right, so we could get on here and talk sports, man. And like they say, YOLO, we only live once. So for us to be together talking sports, having a good old time. I don't care if it's two people or 1,500 people, man. It's just definitely a good look. We finally got DJ back. He been on.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm back into his hours.
Yeah. We finally got DJ back. He been,
Hiatus.
yeah. I know you stopped your thing, your YouTube for one, your Twitter.
yeah, man. I was just taking a break from sports, to be honest, man. The Lakers trash. It just wasn't going. Sports wasn't fun. Sports supposed to be fun to me, and it wasn't.
Yeah, that's how I really feel. I mean, I'm having a show, but it's like now Lonzo is out. It's a lot going. It's just a lot going on, man. It's people trying to get themselves right. It's just a lot going
Yeah.
on.
Hey, do you know that the Lakers have the same record, like as of right now, as they did last year, 30 and 36.
Yeah,
So we might as well should have just kept Randall and Lopez and just stacked the team with proven D3 players.
yeah, you're right.
I
And that
said
Luke,
that last year. I said we didn't have to get LeBron, and everybody called me a hater.
I've been. We all said that. We
Yeah,
all
you said it too.
What's up, bro?
what's up.
What's up, 313?
But now the thing now with Luke, right? Luke will get another job because
I
He's
don't
gonna
think
get
so.
the UCL. I think he's getting the
I was
UCLA.
about to say he ain't get another NBA job for a while.
no, I
Yeah,
think he
he.
gonna get another. I think he gonna get another job
Nobody want
because
to do Waldo.
yeah. Let me speak, man. I say job. If I said job, something coming after that. Let me get it out. Um, because now he gonna get another job because it's gonna offset some of the bad he done because finding out he wanted Brooke Lopez and Randall to come back and Magic and them shot that down completely. So as bad as Luke
Our
Walton
Magic.
was, he was right about one little thing a little bit, and I think that might help him down the line.
Hey, can I say one thing? Randall didn't want to come back due to the bad treatment he had with Luke Walton.
Yeah,
No,
but it
he
don't
didn't.
matter if you want to come back or not. You throw the bag out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Don't
It
matter.
wasn't like he wasn't
Throw the
talking.
bag out don't matter.
He didn't say
True,
he wasn't
true.
talking to the Lakers or nothing like that. He only got 8 million. 8 million last this year and an 8 million player option this year, but they think he gonna decline.
Well, Starborn, now that you said that, I'm gonna have to give Lou Walton a little respect. And I told you way, way back. Only thing that Lou Walton has been messing up is what he's doing to Lonzo. And I said, what I was saying, he's putting Ingram and Kuzma over him in certain situations. Like that's really the only problem, along with his rotation. But if you telling me Luke Walton wanted to keep Brooke Lopez and Julius Randle, I say fire Magic Johnson. That's what I say.
I'm
I'm
not. He
sorry.
still got to go, but
No, he
that's
does. But
gonna
like,
help.
if they have Brooke Lopez and Julius Randle, they might be
Yeah,
in the playoffs.
but that's why I said I think just because of that, go offsets a little bit of the bad just for a future job. You know what I mean? Whether he get a college coaching job, whether he get a good, because you understand it's two different jobs. You could be the head coach, right? He might not get that in the pros, but he might get a great assistant coach. You know how they assistants when you're the third or fourth assistant. That ain't
No,
no that don't count.
you either go to college or you become an assistant. I don't think he's ready to be a head coach again.
No, I'm saying, but he just because of that, he's if he don't get head coach, he's gonna get a good assistant job. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna get the one where he just keeping stats. You know them sisters that keeps his stats. He gonna get a good job because of that now.
Right.
The magic in them, they had to look at. He talked about ignored it. It wasn't even like they considered it. They just ignored it. It was like, well, they gone. Bye.
Wow. But see, Luke Walton, the same person that didn't want a shooting coach.
Well, I didn't hear it. I got to hear it again. You know, I got to hear that part again because Magic in them, man. Magic in them. Magic knows basketball. Magic knows what he's doing, but at the same time, he's been away from the game for a while. Far as in the trenches of the game, he's watching the game, but in the trenches of the game, like Kobe. Kobe is going from the game. He's not completely in the trenches, but he's kind of in the trenches because he's doing the details and breaking down and this that. He's been out the loop, Magic, man.
Yeah, I mean, Kobe just got out the league, so of course he'd be more in touch.
Hey, 313, can we have your coach, man?
No, I already knew he was going.
We need him, man.
No.
Man, y'all looking good, man.
Me right now too, though.
Yeah.
But just for other things, man. He sent Speed out to the G League, and I'm pissed.
Yeah, I seen that.
Because he don't belong. Like, Speed got to the G League, and he cooking niggas left and right. I'm like, nigga, look, he don't belong in the G League. But, you know, sometimes, and then the thing that makes me most upset is we don't have any small forwards. We traded away 2 small forwards, got Speed, and now we just running 3 guards. I know he's a rookie, but at the end of the day, he's 6'8", bro. Like, we need that length. But, you know, Wayne Casey is very stubborn. He gonna learn. He gonna learn.
You know, rookies don't. It's hard to play rookies in this league. Like I said, sometimes you're just in the wrong place at the wrong. It's like, don't get me wrong, they play too, but it's like, you know, high school, man.
No. This is urgent.
I don't know, man. Brad Stevens be playing everybody, bro.
No, this is urgent, man. Sorry about that. Marcus said he wanted to join the show.
Could that come wait till I finish saying what I was saying in the middle? Couldn't wait for that.
Sorry about that, bro.
I'm done. Y'all can talk now.
Okay.
No, you said Marcus wanted to join the show.
Yeah. I just wanted to get that out.
Did you tell him to go on Twitter and stuff?
I didn't really say anything. If you go on the Hangout, it's on the messages on the Hangout.
Oh, we got that. Let me see. Oh, I didn't even know he was in here.
Yeah.
Starboard, you can post a link inside this Hangout conversation. You can go to it.
No. I'm not doing it in the Hangout. That anybody could get in.
No, this one, not the one online.
The Google Hangout.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that. Y'all got the link. Y'all can send it to him in Twitter. Y'all got the link too.
I don't got him on Twitter though.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it on a this Google thing. But hey, man, he just wait, man. We got to continue to. He'll be all right. Yeah. What I was really trying to say is rookies sometimes, like, I mean, obviously, if you're super great, you're gonna play. Okay, I see him. I could probably do. Okay, I don't know how to do it from here, but what I was gonna say, like no matter if you're great or not, usually play, but sometimes we say in high school when you're a senior and then it's a sophomore that just got to the team. He probably should. Okay, DJ, I see you sure. He probably should play, but you got 5 seniors on the team, so he might not get as much run as he probably should. And then you see his junior and senior year. That's how it be with rookies in the NBA. You get with the wrong team, they just don't like playing rookies.
No, it's not like I don't understand what you're saying, but when I'm watching dudes that I know somebody is better than get on the court and play trash, like, it's just no excuse. It's some coaches who play 90% of their players, man. Greg Popovich, every time he lose a player, he throw out players just to see who got something. and then he finds gems all the time. And the way our team, man, just imagine starting Lance Stevenson over Kyle Kuzma. That's basically like what's happening. Because what's his name, Greg Robinson the third or Glenn Robinson the third, straight trash. But we starting him over our better player. It just don't make sense sometimes, man.
Yeah.
And I would understand if we had another 6'8" small forward. We don't niggas be like after Blake and Drake, after the centers, he's like the tallest person on the team. Like we need the length. It's not even about him, and he fits into the system, man. I didn't even know Speed was as good as he was watching them G League highlights. He was dunking on people.
But he ain't doing something right.
He was crossing people over, dog. Like I'm like, oh my goodness. I just remember last year, Sam Van Gundy sent Luke Kennard down to the G League, which was the dumbest thing I ever thought of. And to me, this is just similar. Coaches are just stubborn, man. Somebody has to get hurt for somebody to get out there, but Speed ain't a G League player, bro. And we both know this. That's why I'm upset.
Mm-hmm.
And the people on the roster in place of him ain't nothing but people who don't belong on the team. But we good, though.
Yeah, so, you know your team good. So
yeah, so speaking of LaMelo, what do you think he's going to do next? I think either prep school, post-grad, G League.
All right, I'm going to just ask a question because I really don't know nothing about private school. What do you mean by prep school? How is that different?
The reason why I said prep school is if the NBA makes a rule where a player could go out of high school, it won't be effective this year. It'll probably be effective for the 2020 draft. LaMelo can just reclassify to his right grade and just be the first to come out of high school.
Nah, he ain't going to prep school.
I mean, but I thought he was already already a senior.
Yeah. He is, but he could reclassify. Now, here's another thing. Post-grad is for fifth-year seniors.
Yeah, he ain't going to prep school.
Yeah, post-grad is different from prep school.
Yeah, post-grad PGs is different. Yeah, he don't need prep school.
This is why I like Adam Silver compared to some of the other GMs back in the day, because it's like when Adam sees something, he own it. He saw Zion get hurt, and he was like, "Nah, man, he need to be in NBA getting us money. Let's end this rule right now." You know, because when the player, I'm surprised there isn't another player that made him do this, but Zion has all the height. He has the eye test. So when you have a player with all this potential to be something, and you see what happened in that game, you're like, bro, why is he even playing there? So if you can come out of high school, then let LaMelo come out of high school, and the Lakers might.
No, he can't go to the draft.
That's what I think Lonzo going to be. The Suns might be lucky, and they get him 10th overall or something.
He can't go to the draft this year, but he even got to go to the G League overseas or college.
No, I thought he was just going to wait till 2020. That's when.
No. He ain't waiting. No, he's coming out then, but he's not sitting out all of next year. He's doing something. He's going to go to college, G League. You know what I mean? Most likely them two. That's why DJ say make another option he could do is go to a prep
G League, man. College is overrated. Even though I would love for him to come to Michigan, but college is overrated, bro. Go to the G League and start saucing people. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind him in the G League or college.
G League, man. It's not high school. That's all I'm going to say. Ain't high school, bro.
I wouldn't mind him going to college just to kind of, play with people his age, have a little fun. But this probably, he's still got to play hard, but this probably going to be his last real fun year before it really gets serious. I mean, it's serious, but before really life, you know what I'm saying? Life serious. This probably his last, after this, you know what I'm saying? This is last year coming up before it's real serious. You're going to NBA, money decisions, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think college 1 year, that's the thing about it too, is obviously I'm black, so it's more black people that play ball. So obviously, I want them to get their money. A lot of them living poor, they going to college poor. But in reality, if it could happen, a lot of them players need 2 to 3 years because that's what happening with these teams. You name not everybody, but you name the Lonzo, not the Kuzma, the Ingrams, I think Zach LaVine went 1 year. You got a lot of these players that go 1 year, and it takes them 2 to 3 years to get it. And then if you get on that wrong team, and then by the time you get to your third year of getting good, you might not even be on that team no more. So it's a tough situation for them guys. I mean, as far as succeeding to their maximum, they succeeding in life. You know what I mean? So that's probably more important than that.
Since I pay attention to college basketball a lot, it would depend on where he goes. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, he goes to Duke, he goes to Kentucky, he goes to Kansas. Like that's not gonna do nothing for him. You need to go to a school like Villanova, a school that breeds and trains their players. I bring up Michigan. I even bring up Michigan State. You need to go to those kind of schools because you go to them big, shining bright lights, North Carolinas and stuff. Like maybe go back. Well, he's not going to UCLA, but I just maybe go to USC. I don't know, but I just think those programs they aren't about developing players because most of their players are one and done. Michigan State does get a lot of one and dones, but they also have players that stay a while. Michigan, we develop our players. Mo Wagner was a 2-year player. So if you want to go to college, you got to go to one of those programs. I know, like Villanova, man. I don't know what they do over there, but they know how to breed basketball winning on a college level. Put it like that. If I want him to go to learn, I want him to go to a program like that, not going to Duke. What is RJ Barrett? And I'm not getting on Coach K. We know how legendary he is, but what do they really learn?
They just getting exposure.
Right, they just getting exposure. I want you to actually learn how to play the game.
They learning how to play, but some of that just you learning, and it helps some then, but it helps over time. It's just you don't just learn and just put it in, because Villanova and Michigan, Villanova, they got players. They got 2-year, 3-year players. So over time, you're going to be able to see what they learn and come to fruition. But 1-year players he's a 1-year player, so he's going to learn. Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that, man. For LaMelo, I don't think he's going to go to college. What I'm hearing is post grad, which is for 5th-year seniors or G League. He's not going to go overseas.
I think he can just go to the G League, bro.
But if he goes to the G League, he's going to be revolutionizing it, have a jersey sold. It'll be the only time I ever pay attention to the G League because I never do.
Svi is the only reason I even look at G League highlights.
Hey, what do y'all think about the Big Baller Brand All-American game? I told people they were going to bring some talent.
The game, I really don't know nothing about that. I just looked at.
I looked at every ranking of those players.
Yeah, I mean,
this is the thing, and I'm talking about with young black kids. Imagine if you was a young black basketball player, and something like LaVar Ball happened. Just the whole thing. A lot of people want to be a part of stuff like that, and that's what a lot of people with the hate, when you throw race into it and all that stuff, they don't realize that. I mean, like, a lot of people like exposure. This is the one thing. LaVar, because of Lonzo, it's exposure. Everybody, whether they hate them or not, people who watch those kinds of games and watch the tournament, they're going to be watching that. They are. And it's exposure. At the end of the day, LaVar and his marketing gives you exposure. So, if I was a top-tier basketball player, why not? See if I can bust LaMelo ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like, why not? If I think I'm better than Melo, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to go to this game and cook them. You feel me? And it's just different. A lot of people think it's a lot of hate, but LaVar Ball brings a spotlight on people.
Not like it because you just go by the old theory, man. If you don't like something, then do something about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we call, how they say call to action. That's what you call the action. If you don't like something that's going on, do your own thing. Like black people, we like to say, man, we don't like the police. We need to get our own police. I know it's not as simple as that, but that's what you do. He don't like something, if he felt he got robbed because the system this, what he do, he tally up and do his own thing. And most of it is successful. And most things, you only gonna get so big your first year anyway. So, most of it been pretty decent. JBA first year, he got the USA first year. So you know what I mean? So I like the theory, man. And DJ, you on it. He got some players, you know what I'm saying? So imagine you, right? 313, DJ, myself, we playing ball. We doing our thing. And then all of a sudden, we don't get on the All-Star game or something like that. And your pops be like, man, you know what? We're gonna make our own All-Star game. You know what I'm saying? How cool would that have been? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially how we
That's why
talk.
I just want all the little black kids out there. You watch what LaVar is doing. He's showing y'all you don't need nobody but yourself, bro.
No. Is he gonna make mistakes? We all make mistakes. If he gonna say some things, sometimes, wow, well, nobody's perfect. But if you look at 75% of what he's doing, 80% of what he's doing, it's pretty good and successful. And that's good. If you could give me 80% of my life or my decisions doing good, 75%, I feel I'm winning.
Yeah, you're right. And also, Jaden McDaniels, which is playing in a McDonald's All-American game, will be playing in the Big Baller All-American game. As you know, Jaden McDaniels is like a 6'10 and a half small forward.
God
Some
damn,
people,
DJ,
some people,
I don't mean to interrupt you. I was gonna ask you how tall he was. God damn, go ahead.
yeah, he's going to be on the West team, so he's going to be on the team opposite of Melo, which is good. I want Melo going.
Bro,
Oh,
God damn.
some people think he's the best in the class. I've seen him play his highlights. He's the real deal. I give him credit. See, I'm a LaMelo Ball fan, but the haters will always say that we're deriding LaMelo Ball. No, if I was deriding LaMelo Ball, I would say he's the automatically number one player. I've never said that. I've said he could be. I also said that Anthony Edwards and Jaden McDaniels could be also.
Dog, this because the people need to stop refusing riding with support.
Yeah.
Support the Ball family. I support Lonzo. I support LaMelo. That's not gonna mean you know what I told you when I saw Anthony Edwards, I was like, oh my gosh. When I saw him play in the actual, I'm like, oh, this dude could get Melo a run for his money for real. Like this dude is special. So, it's just about I like basketball players. If you can play, I'm not gonna be biased if you can play.
Sweatbox says Scott Lewis playing the big baller game on the McDonald's. Scotty Lewis is playing McDonald's. I like his game, man. He going to Florida. He's a 5-star, but he's underrated to me. I think he should be in the conversation.
Scotty Lewis is the one that Sweatbox said was better than LeBron. But I was like, that ain't fair because LeBron is 13.
You mean better than LaMelo? You said LeBron.
No, he was better than LeBron.
Scotty Lewis, LeBron's in the NBA.
No, the other LeBron.
Who?
No, LeBron named his son after him, right?
Yeah, I know that, but Scotty Lewis.
His name is Bronny, man.
Bronny's in middle
something
school.
Different.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Say Brownie, don't say LeBron. His name is Bronny.
Yeah, why y'all
that's what
he go by. School?
He's go by Bronny.
No, because I was saying Bronny is gonna be. He's really, really good, and he brought up Scotty Lewis. I'm like, he's 18, bro. You can't really compare that to a 14-year-old.
I ain't gonna lie, that was kind of random. I ain't gonna lie, but
I want to say something. Sonny V said that LaMelo ranking went down.
That's a lot. 24/7.
That's why I put him in timeout. Sorry, I had to cut you. Timeout. He on timeout.
That's 24/7 had that same ranking with LaMelo the whole season. That was just a lie because they said he was 13 on 24/7. No, The only ranking that had LaMelo 13 was ESPN, and ESPN is more credible than 24/7. Now, to me, he should be in that top 5, but I'm not mad. He's a 5-star still. Even though his ranking is 25 on 24/7, they still got him a 5-star. But that we all know that a 6'7" point guard shouldn't be ranked like that. That is hating. The 24/7 is the same people that compared LaMelo Ball to Michael Carter Williams. That is the most
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, did you guys see my future NBA player comparisons that I did for the high schoolers?
No.
Okay, let me read them for you guys, if that's okay. So here's my top 10 player comparisons for the future 2020 class. So I'm gonna start with Anthony Edwards. He's a combo guard. His comparison is Dwayne Wade, Victor Oladipo.
That's a good comparison.
Yeah. Number 2, Jaden McDaniels, small forward, power forward. He's a more assertive Brandon Ingram. Number 3, James Wiseman, power forward. His player comparison is Nikola Vucevic from Orlando.
Okay.
For LaMelo Ball. Number 4, LaMelo Ball, point guard. His player comparison is Sean Livingston / Anthony Peeler with the James Harden scoring ability.
Who is Anthony
Peeler.
Yeah, he young. He don't know Anthony Peeler. He was
getting buckets. You remember him?
Yeah, he don't know Anthony Peeler.
Yeah, that dude was getting buckets. Automatic bucket.
Yeah, and people forget how good Sean Livingston was.
Yeah, man, he came out of high school too. He was the number 4 pick.
You forgetting one more comparison. The most obvious comparison. Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, but that's a great comparison when I said Sean Livingston with Anthony Peeler with the James Harden scoring ability.
I didn't say that to say you know.
No, I get what you're saying.
I think him and Lonzo is polar opposites though.
No, because I'm talking about when he's playing now. He's playing more like Lonzo. He's passing way more.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
He could do more, but I'm just saying recently he's playing more for long. It looked like he's trying to pass first, and then he tried to get his shot after now.
Okay, yeah.
Also, number 5, Vernon Carey, power forward. His comparison is Domantas Sabonis. Number 6, Cole Anthony, point guard. His comparison is Derek Fisher / George Hill with elite athleticism. Number 7.
Don't most people think Cole Anthony is better than LaMelo?
No, the only people that think that Cole Anthony is better than LaMelo are the haters.
And I'm only saying that because if you look at comparisons, even the comparisons ain't telling you that.
Yeah, I know. That's why he's ranked lower than Melo. On my thing, see this player, he does play like Derek Fisher, but more athleticism. There's nothing super special about him. The reason why he does well now, because he's older. He's like 19, and he has higher basketball IQ than the rest of his classmates with the elite athleticism. But once everybody gets older and catches up, you're going to see what I'm talking about.
Wait, he's 19, he's still in high school?
Shoot. He's born in 2019. He's born in 2000.
Yeah, man, this high school, the way people be staying extra year, this is very, very confusing, man. I'm just trying to
that's why I laugh at these people that's talking about that they're better than Melo and making a big deal of it. They're like older 17? Than him. LaMelo's 17 years old.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be a junior. Remember, he skipped up the grade to play with his brother.
The other 17-year-olds, and then we can talk.
Yeah. Also, let me finish these rankings. Number 7, Nico Minion. You know, that white guard from Arizona. He's a point guard. His comparison is Austin Rivers. Number 8, Isaiah Stewart. As you know, he's a commit from Washington. He's a power forward. His comparison is Emeka Okafor. Number 8, Isaiah Stewart. Number 9, Khalil Whitney. He's a small forward. He's a Michael Kidd Gilchrist with a smoother offensive game. And last but not least, Josh Green from IMG. He's committed to Arizona. He's a shooting guard. His player comparison is Josh Hart.
Yeah, you know what, DJ? You know what I like about what you're saying? The comparisons are. It's not overblown. It's very like stable. It's like you're not giving them high expectations that most of these scouters do. Like you're saying, blah blah, what their lower ceiling could be.
Thank you.
But I gotta go. Like I know I'm not gonna be here for long, but I gotta go on a rant, man.
Yeah, go.
I've never seen the most messiest organization in my whole life than the Lakers. It is disgusting, the news that has come out today. It is ridiculous. People are trying to give Luke back up, saying, oh, he doesn't deserve this blame. And I'm like, what? That the staff was like, we should keep Randall and Brooke, but Magic and Pelinka said no? That's another problem I have. Like, two things could be right. That's disgusting on both their sides, you know?
Yeah, I don't like that.
I'm fed up with Magic, bro.
I'm fed up with this. They're star hunting so much. And I want them to get the coach from Zalgiris because he's a good playmaking system coach. LeBron is not a system player. They have to trade him. I don't care if he gives you 28. You have to trade LeBron.
No, that's not going to happen, so ain't no point.
Man, I'm tired of this star hunting crap. This is exactly the problem with these type of teams. Lakers will not be good if they keep going this way. It's just
I agree with you. The Lakers keep going this way and they get rid of their young players, they fuck. That's why I said, you might want to trade the young guys to get assets. Maybe y'all think they trash, but at the end of the day, if your free agents don't work out, who do you have to fall back on?
And this is my thing. You got to stop looking for college coaches and assistant coaches. You have to start looking for European coaches because the league is swaying to a European system anyways. You have to look for the guys that play that type of way. Brad Stevens follows the coach from we saw Zalgiris coach, how he played his players with the Zalgiris when they were playing against LaMelo. They allowed LaMelo to go for those deep threes. And what they did is block out his other teammates from even getting the ball. And he would always go for the cutter. That black guy who was the big center in the Zalgiris, he would look for him. He was good with making plays for the paint. He didn't always have them shoot threes like Leventis would do. What's that bad coach with LaMelo had?
What's his pedigree? So you need somebody that LeBron's gonna respect.
But that's the problem, LeBron. Like, do you have to run an organization and stop? Like, LeBron wants to bring back motherfucking Ty Lue, okay? Like, I don't give a shit what LeBron wants. Like, you have to think about your team. LeBron is not your team. I'm tired of LeBron doing this, man.
Well, Magic cares everything about what LeBron wants.
That's this is man.
I'm not disagreeing with you at all, but we can't think of this from our opinion because we're smart.
I don't
gotta look at it. How is Magic looking at this?
And I don't want to.
If it's not a coach that LeBron respects, then it's a wrap.
You know what? If Jeannie Buss was run like if she was a strong individual, half the on. Let's be real. Like if she was and then Becky Hammond or any of these ex-NBA players or any of these ex-WNBA players who ran this organization, and they under like strong-willed type players, and not nice. Like if they were on some like pop shit or like Jerry West shit, I bet you Jerry West would have got rid of LeBron or not even bothered with LeBron.
You need to get Candace Parker ass up in there.
Here's the thing about this
I mean,
whole
Candace
thing.
Parker
I'm
set
gonna
the
keep it
pace.
real with everybody.
For real.
I'm gonna keep it real with everybody. See, that's why I like having I like when we have Amon on, Gibson, because he's gonna lay it straight. And people are gonna say it's ludicrous, but trading LeBron is probably the best thing. Look, at this time last year, we had the same record, 30-6. LeBron, we could have just kept the players we had and just bring in some D3 players. Like I've been saying, I said don't either Paul George or nothing. I said that last year, and people were calling me a hater. That I'm a LeBron hater. I said no. If you get LeBron, he's gonna get a bunch of yes man. They're not going to be able to get the best coaches even from Europe because LeBron James don't want to listen to nobody.
I will tell you, man, the only reason I wanted LeBron or I thought it wouldn't be bad is because I'm like, well, all your whole life you've been bitching about not having a playmaker. Like, just bitching and crying. Finally, you're going to get the best playmaker you ever played with, and all you got to do is score the ball. I must have been delusional to think LeBron actually was going to be Kobe and just focus on scoring. But I thought he was going to score because he wouldn't have to get assists no more. He wouldn't have to play defense. He could just score. But he's like, no, I still want to do everything. And that's the problem, man. If LeBron was more like the way PG is playing with Russ, Russ is doing everything on the court and playing great defense, just like Lonzo. And all PG got to do is score and play defense. And, get the second unit going. Russ not out there. That's what LeBron should be doing.
And you know what made me realize that this is a terrible season? And because he does, like Lonzo, when LeBron was injured and when they stopped doing that Ingram crap, Lonzo was giving you 17 points. I think like 7 to 8 assists. He was giving you like 7 rebounds. And he was shooting 37% from 3. Now, people don't see these games. They don't pay attention. But when you allow Lonzo to control the ball, and this is why the whole organization as a whole, Luke Walton, the analytics department, the medical staff, every single one of these things all need to be fired. It's ridiculous. Like what the Knicks are doing with their players, Moutier is garbage. But they at least let him talk to Jason Kidd with Dennis Smith Jr. Mitchell Robinson talks to legends like Patrick Ewing, talks to a bunch of legends, and they have him develop.
Hey, I will tell you one thing about Mitchell Robinson. I know he was like you smoking crack talking about David Robinson, but Mitchell's special, bro. I ain't seen a player that can block shots like him in I don't know how long.
And it's sad because I have to watch him play with Moutier.
Be dangerous.
I have to watch him play with Moutier.
The Magic's main problem was this. You brought Lonzo Ball in here thinking that he was a new age point guard. He was nothing but throwback. That's all he looked like. So when you bring him in thinking he's going to be scoring like in bunches and doing all, look, of course, Lonzo has his own issues with his offensive game, and that's on him. But regardless of that, he's always been a throwback point guard. And if they from the beginning to Magic to Luke, if you were handling him like a throwback point guard, it will work. Ben Simmons is another throwback guy, and we know his problems. But what Philly do? Let him play his freaking game. And that's
Let him play his game and then work on some of the stuff little by little, because you trust their game. You picked him number 2 because you trust his game, so you got to trust his game. But I got breaking news. Ingram will be on a 5-game road trip. You know what I'm saying? He will be on a 5-game. Ingram will be on a 5-game road trip.
Andre Ingram?
Yeah, not BI, but AI. He will.
AI. I like AI though. And he was laying it up there. He was awesome, bro.
Yes, sir.
AI was awesome. But I was gonna say, go ahead, DJ.
The Zalgiris coach that Gibson was talking about, they're calling him the Euro Popovich. See, this is the bad part about LeBron. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to play with a coach with structure because if the Zalgiris coach was coaching the Lakers, he'll have Lonzo actually being a point guard, and he'll tell LeBron, "Hey, you're a small forward, right? So play like a small forward. You're faster and stronger than everybody. I don't want you handling the ball like a point guard all the time." It didn't work last year.
Without saying it, fuck LeBron and what he think. Go get the coach.
Yeah, I know.
No,
Tired of LeBron.
Zalgiris is struggling this year.
Just need somebody that he will respect. Now, if you telling me the Zalgiris coach is, the big thing over in Europe and he's winning championships, maybe he is going to garner respect.
Let's not winning championships because the problem is when Real Madrid lost Luka, they bought out his point guard. It's a different system. Like he lost like half his team due to injuries, and they bought his team. So he can't really do much. He has like a good center, but he's
what about like his records and stuff? Why are they calling him so good? What did he do? I need to know this kind of stuff.
The thing is, Brad Stevenson follows his plays. Everyone follows his plays. The problem is, it's not like the NBA where you have a consistent team. You know what I'm saying? It's like when teams see your talent, they buy your talent. So
I'm laughing because it's like that in soccer too. That's hilarious.
So you can't really but when I see his whole how he talks, and he's also an energy guy. He actually shows.
So he had Luka?
No, Real Madrid had Luka.
And then they bought his player. I was about to say if he developed Luka, oh god.
Yeah, basically he got a few old NBA players like this guy who used to play, who got a chip with the Spurs. And he was a point guard in Pistons, but I think one of the
what's his name? I probably would know him. What, Brandon Jennings? I don't know.
No, he was a white guy. He was like probably a backup center, like a backup point guard. But I think Van Gundy let him go at the time. But yeah, it's just getting me mad because Luke is so beta. Like, Luke doesn't show any energy. He's so weak sauce.
Fact, bro. That's why DJ been praying and asking for my coach because he know Dwayne Casey will tell him something.
Yeah.
Wait, can you don't sit your ass down, boy?
That's the problem. And you know what? I know I said Becky Hammond last time, and you guys were like not feeling that, but I don't care. Any coach who shows any sort of energy. And knows how to stagger players' minutes. These are things I want.
Any coach with a backbone.
It's disgusting.
No, Becky,
because it's only been. I mean, I can't even think any of LeBron's coaches that have had a backbone. Like Spoelstra stayed there because Riley had the backbone. Was like, this your coach, and you gonna deal with it.
DJ, you said.
Yeah, Becky Hammond. Now for a woman, she is strong. Well, I'll give her that. But when it comes to LeBron James' system, override the LeBron James system, you gonna have to go more than that. You gonna have to go like a. See, the one thing I respect about Dwayne Casey, he don't care if it's Blake Griffin, he don't care if it's DeMar DeRozan or any other players he's coached. He's always told them how he thought, no matter what.
John Kick, big man.
And Dwayne Casey is savage. I remember I was, telling y'all a lot of stuff about Reggie Jackson, my issues with him. We was playing the Bulls. Reggie Jackson had 21 points, and he sat him on the bench for the next 2 quarters because he wouldn't get his teammates involved. Then Ishmael came out there and started cooking niggas. That's the kind of coach you need that's going to bench your starting point guard when he scored 21 because he ain't playing the right way.
And I think, Fizdale needs to show that, man, because I might get tired of him, but I know he's tanking. He's tanking. It's obvious. He called Moutier the best player.
That's why I'm really mad.
Yeah, I know. I'm waiting until next year because when he said Moutier was the best player on the Knicks, that triggered me. That really triggered me. I was hurt. I was like, he's doing that. You can't look at basketball and tell me Moutier is one of the best players on the Knicks. Shit is garbage.
Pray for Brandon Ingram. Low-key, prayers up to Brandon Ingram, man. He could be one of the most special players in this league, man. But that's a
tanking, so I forgive him. Yeah, Brandon Ingram.
Said, do you think not LeBron. Do you think Lonzo and B.I. are trying to get away from LeBron?
I mean,
maybe no. B.I.
No, his dad.
Ball, but I don't know, man. I don't know. What's Lonzo's thought process, dog? He's so weird.
I don't think he's weird. He just He just different, man.
Right, he just like like Lonzo will play with anybody. Just like he'll play with anybody. I don't think he don't. Only people we holds grudges against it seems like is this coaching. The personal players and stuff is
LeVar's
different.
coming out.
Sweatbox says, "Do you think Lonzo will be are trying to get away from LeBron?" I don't know, probably. I mean, LeBron's toxic, man. This dude's toxic, man.
He bothers me, man.
But I was thinking about this. Y'all might not like this. I was thinking about it real hard, and if the Lakers are gonna do something, they might have to trade Brandon Ingram because he's the most valuable, and he's the one that needs to get away from LeBron the most because he's the most unique with all of his skills. And one thing about Brandon Ingram too is he has to figure out what kind of basketball player he wants to be because clearly he doesn't know.
No, what teams are going to do, they're going to want, because of the risk with Brandon Ingram, they're going to want more for Brandon. They're going to want more. They're going to want Alonzo, Mo Wagner, which any team, I would actually look to get Mo Wagner.
Why do you think all these teams have all this leverage? They don't want more. They don't even want to get it.
They're going to get more because the Lakers are an incompetent organization. I'm telling you. There's something about them. Just smells incompetent.
And I keep telling you, when it comes to trading his stars, Magic Johnson not an idiot. He's not going to give up BI for anything less than an all-star. I'm telling you that right now.
I mean, it's starting to look a little the track record, man. I know we have hope, but man.
I mean, you only seen small trades like Svi and Zubac. You ain't seen them trade their best players.
They let go of Randall and they let go of Brook so they can bring in JaVale McGee and I don't even know. Like this old Rondo. I mean, yes, it showed.
Lonzo and LeBron like playing with each other. Yeah, I know. This what I said. Not if it means that Lonzo can't play point guard. But see, that's on Luke Walton. It's not really LeBron. Well, it is LeBron, but it's more on Luke Walton.
I need these young players to be free, man. I want
Lonzo to go to Phoenix, man. I just saw Phoenix beat Golden State. Devin Booker looking like a monster. Nigga DeAndre Ayton cooked KD so bad. KD looked at him with a mean mug, like, all right. Getting that respect, you know, all right. I mean, he hit him with a move, too. I'm like, this dude is a rookie. And the disrespect to DeAndre Ayton, y'all gonna regret today. This dude is special. How you averaging 16 and 10 and you only getting 12 touches a game? 16 and 10 and you only getting 12 touches a game.
That's the problem.
You put him with Lonzo, bro, he might make the All-Star game.
Oh, he definitely is. That's why when I watch Mitchell or when I watch Aiden or I watch any of these senses, I'm like, can they get a good, capable point guard who knows how to pass? Like, all they need is that.
Yeah, John K. We know what Lou Walton wanted to keep Brooklyn up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Magic, man. I don't want to say he fired Magic, but what has he done?
How long did it take for them to realize Mo Wagner is better than Musculu? Fucking Musculu.
Bro, what did I tell you about Mo Wagner, bro? What did I tell you about Mo Wagner, bro?
I agree with you.
The whole year.
We agree. Don't worry. We were agreeing with you.
Career, he gets 22 points, bro. I don't want to hear it, dog.
I was saying this with you. 3-on-3. I like Mitchell Robinson, but Mo Wagner was more NBA ready than him. I'm gonna be honest.
Yes, he definitely was, bro. He went to Michigan.
I think Mitchell Robinson is a bigger beast than him. I just think that Mo Wagner, he was good for a setup system, a good stretch five. And when I see them put in motherfucking Musculu instead of him, trade Zubac.
Hey, bro, Sweatbox
was about Zubac, bro.
Hey, bro, Sweatbox said Lonzo being moved off point guard is career suicide. It is, man. It is, man. I'm tired of LeBron system. People and his fanboys keep talking about what did you talk about a LeBron James system? You know what the hell I'm talking about.
No, man, you gotta be talking to kids. It ain't one LeBron fan that I know that would say the LeBron James system don't exist. You gotta be talking to children, bro.
Man, I'll tell you.
Even the biggest LeBron fans like, yeah, his system, you gotta go his way or it ain't no way. Like that's what they be telling me.
My problem with this is
like, what?
You know what the problem with this is?
He didn't play in that. This is probably the least he played in that system since Miami, but He still tried to do it. Once the team started losing, this is LeBron. LeBron is I don't want to say he's emotional or mentally weak or nothing like that, because he's not. But when he's losing, he feel like, well, I got to do it now instead of depending on your teammates. And I remember when he lost the finals, Kobe was like, man, you got to depend on your teammates more. Now, we know how ass they looked. But who knows, man? If he force-fed them the ball, force-fed Clarkson the ball, maybe the lights would have got a little bit smaller for Clarkson because it looked like they was too big. You never know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you know, but my serious problem, I forgot what I was going to say, but man, it's just, this team, everything they do, everything is just.
Lonzo Ayton and Mitchell Robinson never get fed by the guards and shameful. Especially DeAndre Ayton, because Mitchell Robinson is not an offensive player yet. But
no.
That Ayton be doing on people, bro. I'm like, this is why they say he was the number one. Like he's hitting people with big man post moves, and then he's shooting mid range jumper. Like, come on, bro. Like that's crazy.
But here's my thing, 313. I gotta correct you on this. When Mitchell Robinson gets the ball, he does good post moves. When he gets the ball, he actually could dunk it. The problem is when I have to watch Moutier, instead of passing it to an open Mitchell Robinson, take a fadeaway shot and miss it. And the only way Mitchell Robinson gets any points is when he has to do putbacks. That shit disgusts me. Every time Mitchell Robinson does a cut, Moutier is like, dribble, pass it to Ellington. Bum-ass G-League nigga who can't make a shot to save his life.
Soybox said you can't count that 22 points from Mo Wagner because it had a preseason line. Hell no, bro. No, man. You scored 22 in your first start against the Boston Celtics. There is no fluke a part of that.
No.
I don't care how many shots he took. He scored 22 in his first start.
No, Sweatbox.
Like Boston was trying to win that game. It wasn't like they was laying down.
Sweatbox.
That was a real game. Like
Mo Wagner is a 14-point guy to me. If given the right correct minutes, I think he can give you 14 points. It's just like I don't get. He was a good stretch four. I mean, like he's not.
I told you, Mo Wagner is a starter caliber four. He can do it. He can move his feet. He can play defense. He can finish, and he can shoot.
And that's
he's a starter caliber four. He's worked that 24th overall pick. Like, but you got to play him.
But that's my problem. It's like that's why they were like, when Luke thought in his head that, you can't play Mo Wagner with centers. I'm like, Mo Wagner can play with the centers. Him and Zoo would have been a good idea.
Yeah, he was actually pretty good together.
Lonzo could pass it back like he did with Brook Lopez last year to Mo Wagner to get the open three. Mo Wagner was one of the best shooters in the team. And instead of involving him in the plays, you just sit his ass down for motherfucking JaVale to do a post move.
Hey, DJ, what you think about Mo now?
Like I've been saying, man, Mo Wagner is the shit, man. And everybody was hating on all the Luke fanboys were acting like he made the right rotations, the right everything. We've been telling people it was the wrong move. But now you look at him balling. He could have been started. But Luke wanted to do senioritis and start older players that are in the upper room.
Even Jonathan Williams.
Man, Tyson Chandler, man. And this is the main thing I was so hot on was. I cannot watch you dominate March Madness and think you can't play. He was the best player in the tournament last year. Like, it don't make sense.
I'm gonna tell you this.
And they would just, say things, like, well, he's a rookie, like Star Ball be making great points about when people are ahead of you in the rotation, just like we were talking about speed, people was ahead of Mo Wall in the rotation. But if you're better than these guys, it's gonna rub me the wrong way, regardless.
And I'm just saying,
it's just gonna rub me the wrong way. Go ahead.
I'm saying, give any coach, any capable motherfucking coach, a lineup with Lonzo Ball, Ingram, Mo Wagner, Kuzma, LeBron. They are not, even with the injuries, they are not missing the playoffs. I don't care about the meme team, whatever they say. When you don't play Lance when he's hot for the shot, like this is the thing. You just don't have to make Lance a point guard. Don't have because I remember when he said during an interview, he was like, well, we have so many playmakers, and I want to let Lance touch the ball and go down. No, he's a good shooter. He's a good ISO player. Keep it that way.
Yeah, man, Lance hasn't been a good shooter his whole career, but I don't know if I was the only one watching Lance go hard this summer. Like, he was fucking niggas up. And then, so when he came in, he was ready. So he was shooting better.
And
supposed to use that to your advantage.
And Luke gave him 7 minutes. And the same thing with Beasley. Like, media people keep on saying Beasley didn't show anything. When Beasley was on the floor, he was giving it his all. And they just gave up on him because he got an argument. Luke, fuck that bullshit. This is exactly the problem. People do not look at it at all. Same thing with people comment about LaMelo and criticize LaMelo. There are fair things you can criticize him about.
Then Michael Beasley was allegedly the one that stole off on Luke Walton. Allegedly.
I just stole off on him too.
I was about to say, man, we were just talking about with LeBron, he need a coach that he's gonna respect. Man, look, now I'm not gonna hit my coach or nothing like that, but it takes a real one to let them know what's really going down. And sometimes it got to be a sacrifice. And he was going through other things in his personal life, man. I hope
his mama
died,
up. Man.
But come on, bro. Luke been doing that sucker stuff. After a while, man, you can't be doing that.
I gotta say this, man. What do you think about Jello, man? You think he might as well should have played this year? Since the season's a drain. Honest opinion.
I do think that Magic and them is like kind of weak for not even letting him play in the summer league. Like, it's summer league, bro.
Yo, that's what telling me that they might trade Lonzo.
That was messed up.
They might trade Lonzo because they're not even giving LiAngelo a chance to even get 10-day contracts. I don't think they're high on Lonzo like you guys do.
No, what I think is this is exactly what I think. I think Ingram is the most tradable, and he probably would get traded. I think Lonzo is a conundrum in them, and this is the thing, it's Kuzma. It's always been Kuzma. What I mean is, Kuzma is a role player with starter capability, so he can start on a lot of teams. But he's gonna do what he do. He's gonna take them shots and he's gonna score. Very simple. I'll tell you of somebody who's on the high end of Kuzma right now, and they're both equally as trash on defense because he was on my team to do. If y'all thought Kuzma was bad on defense, what we used to say about Tobias Harris on defense was atrocious. But Tobias Harris is Kuzma, at his best. Shooting, because his shooting percentage is high. His three-pointers went down. But if you have a Tobias Harris type scorer, he's going to score for you. And a lot of teams want that because that's easy to fit a piece. You can just fit Kuzma on a lot of teams, and he's just going to work if he's getting the shots. Ingram and Lonzo are kind of different because of LeBron James, the point guard, small forward, wannabe, that guy. So because of that changes a lot of stuff. I don't want Lonzo to get traded because I think it'd be stupid for the Lakers. But please trade him to the Phoenix Suns so I can see this Lonzo, Zion, Ayton, Booker, and they can make the playoffs.
Get him out of there. Get him out of there. I need Lonzo's career needs to be saved, and this is not the place for your career to be on track. It's just not, especially for young people.
But what about like Lonzo, AD, and LeBron? Like, oh my god, bro! Like,
first of all, Laker fans are not. They don't have patience for the young players. It's not a great place for you to develop. It's all about throwing people under the bus. It's been that way for 3 to 10 years. It's always that. It's not a place like it isn't.
Let's see. The GOAT AI, aka Andre Ingram, is back. Maybe it'll help y'all win a game.
Like if Knox was a part of the Lakers right now, he would get slaughtered.
Oh, he'd be hot garbage.
Oh, man.
He'd be Ingram in his first year. He'd be hot garbage.
No one would love
That's not offensive to Knox because I think Knox has some potential. But he'd be hot garbage.
Oh, he'd been traded by now.
Hey, there was somebody saying, hey, maybe the Lakers could lose enough games to get Ja Morant. Why would Ja Morant want to play for the Lakers if he's not going to be able to get the ball because of the LeBron James system?
Why are you trying to get a point guard when you got Lonzo?
Yeah, it makes no sense.
That would mean that they would have
Also,
Why?
this is all the Lakers fans watching right now. If the Lakers actually do get a top pick, he will not be playing for the Lakers. I'm letting you know that now. They're going to trade the pick for a player.
You're going to trade the and you know what I said? Pick you can have. And I know people hate this and they always go, well, he got injured once. Bol, motherfucking Bol. You missed out. Bol. Let me tell you something. Bol's wingspan is literally 8 inches. 8 feet. He has an 8-foot wingspan. He could shoot the three. His best comparison is Porzingis, and he's 1 inch taller than Porzingis. He has a
but he wouldn't fit with the Lakers.
Oh, he's a stretch. He's a good stretch 5 center. He could play great defense. He's better than JaVale already.
Bol's better than those players, man.
And then you could play him with Mo Wagner too, because he could play the center if he just builds a body. I do think he needs a year to build a body, but that is a team you want. And the problem is,
like I said, I don't think they're gonna trade that pick regardless. Like, man, if they had, low key though, if they had a Luke Kennard coming out the draft, because that's what they need, bro. You need a shooter, bro. That's why I told y'all should have tried to bag up Luke, because he's mouthing niggas every day. Like, he's amazing. Like, we would have took Lonzo with no problem. Y'all need a shooter. Lakers need a shooter. That's their biggest need is a shooter.
Yo, if I'm Detroit,
Bo can shoot, and he's gonna be a beast. But that's why I say he doesn't necessarily fit what they need. But half of the Lakers roster ain't gonna be here next year.
You know, he averages 4. I think he averaged like 4 blocks in college, and it was a short game. But I've seen this kid. The thing he needs to work on is his motor, but I think that could be worked on when you have an elite conditioning squad. But man,
Bo still hurt though.
I mean, Bo is hurt, but he was like, the injury wasn't like college. Right? He just sat it out. He did the smart move and said, "I'm not gonna."
Yeah, I just feel like people like Bo, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Michael Porter Jr. When they have injuries like a back or something, I don't know what Bo wasn't his injury a back injury.
No, it was a leg injury. It wasn't like
so he's different. I'm just saying that's when the teams get stupid. I don't know if it's gonna be next year or the year after, but when Michael Porter is destroying niggas, I'm gonna be like, I told y'all.
And you know what's funny? And you know what's real funny? And you might think this is hot. I think Bol is better than RJ Barrett. I watched both of them play.
I'm about to say better than Michael Porter Jr., bro.
Oh no. Chill. When I watch RJ Barrett, they go inside the guy, but whenever it's panic time and they start, it's clutch. He's horrible. He is not a good 3-point shooter. He's not a good passer, but he can. Everyone says he has this toolbox that I haven't seen yet.
I'm gonna tell you something about RJ. We said this before. RJ is the most NBA ready. So when he hit the league, he's gonna be in conversation for Rookie of the Year.
Oh yeah,
I've already told you. Cam Reddish is the more. He's not the
Yeah, I'm about to head to work, but it was good talking to you guys. Yeah, let's do this thing tomorrow. Y'all keep talking, but I'm about to head to work.
Yeah, but okay, here's the thing.
We're going to be on Wednesday next day.
RJ Barrett has the NBA body. You got a point. But NBA ready, but he does not have the highest potential. I think he's one of he has a very I'm not saying very low ceiling. I'm just saying his ceiling isn't that high to me.
No, you're right. That's why I already told you, man. RJ, the most NBA ready. Zion has that potential, and then Cam Reddish is the pure scorer. It's always how it's been.
Cam Reddish and Trey Jones are the best defenders.
Garbage, bro.
No, but he can defend. I'm just saying that the best defender. That's another thing I have against RJ Barrett. Is RJ Barrett is not that good of a defender. So I hope the Knicks don't get the second pick, because if they pick him, that's just another terrible defender.
I pray y'all. Cam Reddish would change y'all life. But y'all got Kevin Knox, so that's weird. Sweatbox says the fact that Biaz and Kuz's 3-point percentage dropped off so drastically this year is the only reason everyone is blaming the shooting this year. Both Biaz and Zoe's 3-point percentage jumped as soon as he started playing them in their career positions. Well, Lonzo specifically, his 3-point percentage has been up all year. I mean, he started off at 37.
If LeBron didn't join his team,
then it fell down to 35 and then 34. But Lonzo, specifically him, he's been shooting the 3-ball better all year, regardless of LeBron and his.
But I'm telling you, He would have shot at 33%, 35% if LeBron wasn't in that team. I promise you that.
I think he'd shoot higher than they probably shoot 37.
Yeah. Because here's the thing: when it's clutch time and he gets to shoot in his correct spots, what happens? He makes those shots. Lonzo's a very clutch player. He does. Remember when he in the OKC game, they were already winning, and then he made this pass to Zubac, underhanded pass, so Zubac can get the easy dunk. And when I see things like that, I go, why is he not being a playmaker? He's a clutch passer. He's a clutch shooter.
If we talking about his clutch ability, you remember that Philly game, Brandon first game winner.
Exactly.
He, gave Brandon Ingram that dime. But that's the thing about Lonzo offensive game. Even as a rookie, he had a lot of offensive issues, but I'm like, bro, that's cool and all. But when the game on the line, that clutch gene just activate. And man, I'm gonna be real with you, dog. Clutch gene is rare. Like, even though I hate Reggie Jackson to death, his clutch gene is real. So, a point guard with a clutch gene, man, you need like Luka Doncic, like Trey, you just need somebody, regardless of, because being clutch don't have shit to do with your numbers, bro. When the game on the line, do you win the game?
Exactly.
You feel me? And Lonzo had some bad clutch moments, but he's a rookie, like the New York game.
Yeah, 3-1-3.
All in all, he's just always like that. Yeah.
3-1-3. I need to fight some of my Knicks fans because they dead set Dennis Smith Jr. is better than Lonzo. I was like, shut the whole fuck up. Okay. Yes, Dennis Smith Jr. is a nasty dunker, but we don't give a fuck about nasty dunkers in our point guards. That doesn't win you games. That true. Does not win you games. At all.
I like Dennis Smith though. I think he's gonna be a.
Oh no, he's a dog.
He ain't better than Lonzo.
He's a dog, but I want him.
The only reason I would say that is because Dennis Smith, he can't defend.
He's a better defender
than defensive player of the year potential, dog. Like he's a point guard. And
not only that, they said that Moutier was a better point guard. When they said that, I sat down and I was like, drugs. This was early in the year when Moutier had that slight. I was like, get the fuck out of my house. Get out of here.
If you're a Knicks fan and you tell me Dennis Smith is better, okay, he on your team. But Moutier? Come on, bro.
That man can't make simple passes. Like every time
Box says Lonzo is shooting 40% from 3 in games without LeBron. See?
Oh, it's 40? Oh, I was wrong then. Oh, snap.
No, he's probably not just talking about the games when he was hurt.
Oh man, wow.
Probably more than that.
That's
Dennis Smith shrinks in head-to-head matchups with him, though. Everybody shrink, bro. Only one who I saw didn't shrink was Fox, but the first time Fox went up against Lonzo, he shrank. Like Fox was shrinking 2 of the 4 games, and other games he'll play good because De'Aaron Fox is
great.
So De'Aaron Fox, I think De'Aaron Fox shrink, man.
I'm getting tired of man.
I was like Luka Doncic, man. People say he better than Lonzo now, and probably is, but in head-to-head matchups, Luka had his worst games of his career against Lonzo. So, he's still better, but I'm just saying, like, man, what they doing in the head-to-head matchup?
Lonzo and Brandon.
All I really care about. Man. Like, the numbers and all that is all good, but, like, when y'all face each other, like, what's going down?
But the thing is, that's the problem with these casual NBA fans. They only look at numbers. That's why LeBron is the GOAT to them, because his numbers are great. But you got to wonder, why is a guy averaging 28, like, giving you that kind of numbers, not winning you games? And that's because there's a other side of the court we don't pay attention to. He plays lazy. He holds the ball too long. He doesn't put his teammates in the best position to score. Like,
it's that other side of the court, bro.
And that's my problem with him and Kuzma. People say, Kuzma plays great with LeBron. He doesn't. That's why his 3-point percentage is so down. Like, I've seen LeBron pass it out too many times when he's in the post, and he can easily dominate his guy. And Kuzma is just, every time I see his teammates just stand there. No ball movement. I know we're bitching. I'm bitching. We always bitch about the Lakers, but this year proved I knew I had like half of me was like thinking this is going to be a problem.
I just think Lou Walton.
Like we do remember, we all said that LeBron was going to be a good choice.
It's just Lou Walton. It's not just Lou Walton, but I think Lou Walton is 50% of the problem.
Luke Walton's a big percent of the problem because your game decision, you should not have motherfucking KCP doing it out like passing the ball to anybody. KCP should not. How many non-clutch moments do you need to watch to go, oh, he's not good?
I don't know, man. The Lakers, man, they have a lot of issues, but my biggest problem with them currently, and I even set up a docket because we got to be able to talk about some other stuff because the Lakers is.
Okay. Can I bitch about my Knicks?
Wait, before we get on, no, I got a few things that we should talk about. Stuff,
okay,
but Lakers they look like they tanking, bro.
I mean,
and I'm pissed. You got LeBron James on your team and you tanking because y'all can't make the playoffs. How dare y'all? How dare you disrespect the Lakers fans like that? Who do y'all think y'all are? You tanking with LeBron James on your team? I'm done, bro. Like, are you kidding me? And you can tell they tanking too. Yeah, are you kidding me? Like, I guarantee they're gonna end up winning less games than last year, and I don't want to hear nothing about Lonzo ever again.
They're not tanking. Yeah. They suck. They tanking, but they tanking because they suck and everyone hurt. I mean, they hurt.
Like I said, you got LeBron on your team, man. You should be winning games.
Yeah, but they suck. They've been losing. It's just that right now it's medium tank because nobody's there. You will let LeBron get his little numbers, and it make no sense to win right. Bro, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
No, I agree. I agree with you completely, but I'm just upset, bro. Like, you got LeBron on your team and you tanking. Like, even if it makes sense, like, I just have to be upset with that, bro.
You know, 313. You know why they tank? You know how I can tell they tanking? Magic Johnson and Pelinka were at a Jay Morant game.
Oh my gosh!
And that's what tells me they're going to trade Lonzo if they have to.
Please trade him to Phoenix, please.
They ain't gonna trade Lonzo. Only reason I don't think
that.
I think they could trade Lonzo, but with the situation with BI, that's a whole thing now with the clock and all that. So they was going to trade a lot of them and try to get AD. So I don't know what's going to happen now. He got that blood clot, so they got to put him on thinners and stuff like that. So it's going to be hard to trade. It's going to be hard to trade them now.
No, it's not.
Think so.
You know what?
I'll tell you something right now. As a Pistons fan, even with that blood clot, and I researched a lot, I know how serious it is. I'm still taking BI.
And you know, but everyone is not though. That's the thing about it. If you got AD, you know what I mean. If you got AD, you know.
Well, no, I'm not talking about the Pelicans. I just feel like any team around the league, they'll take BI.
But they weren't trade. They was only trading. Go ahead, Gibson, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Here's the thing: the BI thing, you're right on that. But my whole situation is that's why they're tanking. They want to get the top pick, so top 1 out of 5. So teams are like, this deal is now lucrative to them. They're gonna. I promise you this. This is what they're gonna do. They're gonna give up Mo. They're gonna give up Lonzo. They're gonna give up Brandon Ingram. They're gonna give up a pick and another pick from next year. They're gonna give up Kuzma. This is going
down. I'm telling you right now, he's not going nowhere.
You say that.
I just told you why. He fits the mold for a scorer in the NBA.
For AD.
They're not getting AD. We already went over that.
They're not trading AD to the Lakers.
They're not getting AD, bro. That's done.
They're not going to trade AD to the Lakers. And then now with that BI situation, that's a whole different deal. Like, you ain't taking no trade without no BI, and then BI is going through that stuff he's going through. So I think the trade market isn't going to be great. And they wasn't talking about really trading them. They wasn't like, oh, yeah, we're going to trade them. It was just that, hey, man, Anthony Davis is available. And like anything, you can't get nothing without giving up. It's two different forms of trades, right? It's a trade when they don't want you. You know what I'm talking about. You know that trade. They don't want.
Reggie be like, we ain't want him.
They trying to get you. They trying to get you out of there. Then it's a trade like Gibson. I know he liked both players, but he liked Blake Griffin. You know what I mean? He liked Blake Griffin. But say during the season, during the summer, Greek Freak is upset with his situation. You know what I'm saying? And he got to go. And then now you be like, you know what? We like you, Blake, but we could give you somebody else for him. Them is two different trades. You know what I mean? It's a trade when somebody be available and you got to give up something to get something. Then it's a trade when, nah, we don't want you. We looking to actively shop you.
But here's my thing.
Wait, hold on, Jason. Let me tell you something. About the draft, I know what they're doing. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
And with AD, I'm going to say this right here. It's not one young player in the NBA you wouldn't trade for AD. And that includes all the ones that y'all love. The Lukas, the Trae Youngs, the Ben Simmons. All of them would get traded for AD. All of them.
Okay.
But it's just real.
This is what I'm gonna say this to that.
We talking about this is the alien we talk about, bro.
This is exactly a good metaphor for my trading. When I see a pattern in a team, and the pattern keeps happening, you can trade on that, like stocks. But that's why I have this feeling the Lakers will do that no matter what, because there's a pattern of incompetency and rush. And my whole thought is the Lakers aren't thinking about culture. They're just thinking about stars. They need to think about culture before that's why the Raptors did a good move with getting Kawhi. They had a culture already set up, and then they got a star. The Lakers don't have a culture set up, but then they got a star.
Like I said before, yeah, you can follow trends and whatever, but you got to understand why. And that's what matters. All of these moves is because LeBron wanted a star or because AD was available. Like the Mascalas, like all these moves is because of one thing. But if that circumstance changes, then things are different.
That's the problem. A culture should outweigh the star, not the star outweighing the
culture.
Lakers
don't have a culture. They was trying to build it, and then LeBron came and stole it.
No, Magic wasn't trying to build it. He was trying to get his star so he can get his rings, and he can say, look at me, look at how important my decisions were. Like, they pre-planned. You don't pre-plan kick people out and then hope you get a star. You have to be like, this is the thing. If you had Randall and Brook Lopez, then your trading pieces are way better than they were. If you were, because
Randall, Lonzo, Kuzma, Ingram, they probably would have got him.
Then you're getting him. You're getting him for a fact. That a team would have to be dumb, because then you got a guy who can give you 20. But the problem is they were so hungry for stars, and they thought they didn't have any discussion with any of like a Paul George that they were like, yeah, we're getting Paul George. Their cockiness outweighed their decision. There is no culture. There's nothing to it. So when I see how they've done things in the past, just like a stock, the pattern always goes the way it will go.
All right, I'm gonna read some of these comments.
Yeah, we gotta start doing that more. Let's start keeping up with the comments.
Yeah.
Sonny V said, Pistons 12-3 last 15 games. Blake and Andre, best big man duo. Yeah, we the hottest team since February 1st, but I ain't gonna gas up the Pistons right now. Trust me, Lonzo will be a beast next season. I agree with you. Sweatbox says, which of you don't believe that the blood clot is legit? Let's start right there. Do you think this is real or not?
It's real. Why would they lie about? They could have just said he had a hurt shoulder and end the season.
No, I definitely think
it's real. Yeah. I don't think they lying about that. That's not blood clot ain't nothing to lie about. It ain't nothing to lie about.
But yo, think about it.
John K said, I don't think Lonzo's going nowhere. John K said we can get Butler. Maybe. I would give up Kuz, Hart, and Wagner for Butler. Butler's a free agent.
Yeah, Butler.
Sweatbox said that's the B team. I'll trade them too. And then he says AD's impact is way overrated right now. I don't think so.
Yeah, AD a beast.
AD ain't never had a point guard to play with, and the one time he did have a point guard, y'all saw what happened.
Yeah, AD is a beast. It's just that we don't want to trade all of them for him. But if he's on a team when you don't have to give up everybody, you know how it's like, all right, I got you, but we gave up everybody. We still don't got nothing. But if he could be on a team that got some decent players, he's a factor.
Well, I'm gonna say this: if they get AD, they need to fire that whole medical staff real quick and training staff.
They need to fire them regardless, bro. That medical staff, dude. Man, I did a whole rant because something happened. With the Lions, we was real happy we got rid of one of our trash players, and I was ranting to them because they don't know nothing about the Lakers. I'm like, the Lakers is the worst fucking organization in the league. I'm like, they garbage because they are. I mean, it's unbelievable. That's all I'll say.
I had this tweet. I was like, they need to fire Magic, Pelinka, Kim Kardashian's trainer, Luke Walton, the medical staff, the analytic department. Everybody has to go. It is not a question. And that's why I think they need a strong owner who understands that. These new owners are aggressive, understand the game. Jerry West would have seen this shit and would have been like, this is unacceptable.
Yeah, but no, because
y'all probably be in the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, but no,
knowing Jerry.
Even though I think Magic and them probably should end up going, and but they just got it's just how it is. They just got the team.
They didn't just get that.
They did just get the team 2 years ago. They just got the team. They just got the team 2 years. I mean, I agree. They not doing. I always put Magic getting fired, but when I'm really, really breaking it down, you can't fire. I mean, probably Luke, because you will fire Luke because. He's not, his X and O's is not good. And if you can't sub, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? At least, and if you can't sub or you don't got a great relationship with the players, it's like not going to be a great coach at all. But be patient, man. Let me speak. I gotta let you speak. Be patient, brother. Be patient. I'll let you speak all along, brother.
I only have a voice. That's all I said. I just called next. That's all.
Okay, I got you. But Magic and we just gotta be honest with Magic. This is the thing with Magic and Pelinka. They gotta realize they are together, but you gotta separate. Like Magic, what is your job? And Pelinka, what is your job? Like, are they doing the same thing? Like, who is in charge of the trades? Who advise the trades? Who advise the signings? And who signed off on it? Or they do it together? Like, that's a weird dynamic also, because it's like they all in one, but it has to be some type of what's going on. Is Pelinka is just the what you call the dude that carry the
figurehead?
Yeah, the dude, the caddy, is he just but he's not doing nothing. He just have a little advice here, a little advice here. Is it Magic? Like, what is going on? But to answer your question, Gibson, I just think the trainer definitely should go, because he was training celebrities. He wasn't training athletes. And then with Magic in him, it's just hard, because Magic, it's just, we got to be realistic. Even though I say he probably should have went, he just got the team. You know what I mean? He brought 5 championships. So everything he done with the city can't go away in 2 years. You know what I mean? So, and then Jeannie part was marketing. You know what I'm saying? That was her role into the organization, and then Jim Buss was just so bad. Now Jeannie in it. Now Jeannie in a situation that she's trying to get used to. So we got to give her a little break also. And then Jeannie is one of them people too, is if you're a Laker, you're a Laker for life. That's how she is. You know what I'm saying? But it takes time for them to do that. They just not doing a good job, period. They got to do a better job. But Magic, even though I made a video, I even shared it, Magic need to go, but in reality.
But here's my thing, and I don't want to handle these guys with kid gloves. Jeannie's like, what, how old? Like 50-something now? Like, these people are capable.
What that got to do with qualification? If you're doing one part, I'm just answering. If you're doing one part for all of these years, and then you switch over, and then Magic, how much can you do?
But that's my problem. You're a billion-dollar organization. You don't hire a guy because he got you fucking rings. You hire a guy because he's been working under another organization, has been doing a better job upgrading him. This is the problem.
I would agree with you, but Magic is the most unique situation because the Lakers couldn't get any free agents.
But no, I'm
needed
saying
somebody to bring some people in, and this man, you tell me Magic Johnson want to talk to me, and I'm a free agent. Who talking to him? Me.
I get that. But
Right, they needed that. The problem was getting Rob Pelinka.
I was like bring up examples. How did the Nuggets become what they were? How did the Nets become what they were? They didn't have a Magic. They didn't have that. But you know what they had? They had guys.
But what free agents have they gotten?
They would have. But here's my thing. No,
that's my point. They ain't getting no free agents.
But that's my problem with this whole thought process. You need a GM that uses his brain instead of just going, well, we can get just clean cap space. Because here's the thing. When we see what Jerry West is doing with the Clippers and the trades he's made, we understand why he did it. If you trade Zubac for Muscalou, the whole league was going like, why did you give up a second-round pick, Lakers? The Clippers should be the one giving a second-round pick.
No, and then they gave the Pistons fee and a second-round pick. Like, I'm like, what are we doing? Thank you.
But that's the thing. It's like when you see what the Clippers are doing, they're making positions for the future. What the Lakers are doing, they're making positions based on panic moves because LeBron needs what he needs. These are reasons that are poor examples of how organizations should run. I don't care how many years. You should make capable, understandable moves.
But what if you're not qualified?
That's my problem. That's why I'm not.
But I think that's what Starborn is saying. Jeannie, for damn sure, ain't qualified. She just got here, and Magic isn't qualified either.
And I'm not. I'm like this. You're right. If Magic were running
but Magic can get you some players though.
Yeah, that's great and all, but like LeBron ain't getting you no players.
That's true.
So that's you got the wrong star to be getting you players. Because here's the thing, KD wants to create his own legacy, so he's not going to join LeBron. Kyrie, probably not going to join LeBron. Kawhi doesn't want to be in that kind of situation. He's a weird guy. We don't know. He probably will join the Clippers. Jimmy Butler doesn't want to be a part of that bullshit. He said it one time. He said it. Enes Kanter said, even though Enes Kanter is a horrible player, he said what most of the league is thinking. There's too much pressure playing with LeBron, and it's too much drama. It's too toxic. KD said the same thing. When you hear these things, that should put big panic mode on you.
Yeah, but I'm not in a looking back and they fuck that dude. We've been talking about this all year. You got LeBron. Now we got to talk about what else to do. Yeah, what up, Nomis? That's my one of my boys from DVE, man. Yeah, I told them, Gnome, that Tobias Harris would be the perfect fit for the Lakers because he's exactly what they need. He's a better version of Kuzma. But Tobias not gonna leave Philly. Why would you leave Philly? Like they about to pay you. I wouldn't leave. You know, unless he wanted to go back to LA. But this is the thing. Jerry West and Magic Johnson have been doing the same thing. Difference is Jerry West has been doing it correctly. Like, I mean, they have a competitive team in the playoffs. They don't have to commit to anybody on the team. And you have all the cap space. And you have all the draft picks. Like it's I kind of respect what the Clippers are doing. I'm telling y'all now to tell you, Clippers probably gonna have KD and Kawhi, or KD or Kawhi or Kyrie. I guarantee you, one of the three big fish will be a Clipper.
3-1-3.
Like,
let me ask you this question.
It's just facts.
3-1-3. Let me ask you this question. If Luke was coaching the Pistons, what would be your record right now?
Man, bro, don't bring that over here, dog. I already told you last year we had the worst coach in the NBA. And guess what? We won 39 games. Well, guess what? Luke is worse than Van Gundy.
You know, because
we probably would have won 32 games. But we got so much talent, man. Luke, oh my gosh, we had Luke Walton. Oh my gosh. Like, don't even put that thought in my head, bro.
Who would he play in the clutch?
You probably play Reggie Jackson and stuff like that. Noman said not if LA offers more, but I don't think LA will offer more. I don't think they will offer more money than the Philly. Philly got bread. They ain't really signed nobody. They only really signed JJ Redick and Embiid. Ben Simmons not even signed yet.
Also, casual.
So they got bread.
Also,
or at least enough to sign Tobias Harris.
Facts. Also, casual fans don't see Tobias Harris as the big star that they went for LeBron. So Magic probably will not use his brain on that and probably just say no.
He's exactly what they need, bro. He's a pure scorer.
But when you ask a casual fan if Tobias Harris is a star that they need.
Well, I mean, I don't think he's made an All-Star game yet.
But that's the thing. Magic is not about making the right decision. He's about making the decision that the fan.
Bro, I'm gonna tell Starboard to put you in timeout again, bro. Mikey Garcia over Earl Smith Jr. Are you smoking?
Yeah, no.
That's
gonna be a good fight, though. That's gonna
rip that man apart.
That's gonna be a good fight, though.
No, it's gonna be a great fight, but Earl's gonna come out on top.
Yeah, I definitely think Earl gonna come on.
And we switch to boxing for 1 minute. Only reason is I don't think Mikey has enough power to knock out Earl. And if you want to beat Earl, you either outbox him or knock him out. But this is the thing. Earl has way too much power, bro. Eventually, that in the 6, 7 round, that power gonna start ripping you apart. And I don't think Crawford could beat Earl either, but Crawford has the best chance because I feel like he can outbox Earl for 12 rounds. Mikey ain't ready. Now back to basketball. Oh yeah, my boy Noman sub to the channel. Thanks, no. It's all good, man. I told you come on whenever, man. Talk sports, man. If we talking about, I hope they don't trade Lonzo. I want to say Lonzo free, but like I told y'all, I felt like he's born to be a Laker. But if they do trade him, I just don't trust where they're going. I don't think they're going to send him to the place. Let me ask you to start one. What do you think their trade value is right now? What do you think their options actually are to get rid of these players if they could?
I got an answer. I think right now, because I don't think there's a lot of great GMs in this league, their trade value is really low right now. Like, people are wondering if Alonzo is injury prone, which I know he's not. People are wondering if Brandon Ingram is even going to come back the way he used to. And that's the problem. Those are the key pieces in the trade, and that's what people are worrying. Now, if they get a top 5 pick, that shit changes real quick for any bad team with a good player. You know what I'm saying? Because I see the Wizards going, oh, okay. I see a team like the Pistons going, oh, okay. I see any team that gets a top 10 pick and they can get another top pick with a good player, they would make the trade for him. You get what I'm saying?
Noman said, yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we talk about this every day almost.
Facts.
But if the Lakers, that's what I said, if you're trading somebody to get a free agent and if it fails, you need somebody to fall back on. And your young players that's up and coming, those are the guys. They're not there. That's why I feel like Kuzma might stay around just because Kuzma can score and, he's a scorer. And, you like scorers in the NBA. But, it just depends. Noman said, what's the chances of the Lakers getting Lillard or CJ McCollum?
That could be another trade.
So what?
Sorry, I cut you off. But I said that could be another type of trade. If they get eliminated in the first round, if it's a sweep again, or they only win 1 game, Damian Lillard's getting traded. They're probably thinking about rebuilding because they know they're not doing shit with the team.
You think they would trade Dame before CJ McCollum?
Oh, they might trade CJ McCollum.
They ain't gonna trade Dame.
But who can they get? Like, they might get more picks for a Dame.
So you get more for Damian Lillard.
That's
what I would say. I don't think Dame. No, CJ. Yes. If they trade Lonzo, then Dame. Yes. But we don't know what they're gonna do with Lonzo. To be honest with you, we don't have a clue, bro.
But that's the only way that happens is if they get eliminated badly in the first round. That's all. That's what has to happen.
Well, no, CJ won out. He been wanting out for a while.
He been one outed?
No, yeah, man. CJ McCollum been wanting out.
Exactly. That's even a better reason to make sure before their contracts expire to get them the fuck out and get as much as you can. Now, as what I'm saying is with Alonzo and Brandon Ingram, you're a team that might have to rebuild, and you're gonna suck if you don't think that highly. But then you can get a top pick and another Laker pick and maybe a 3. You know what I'm saying? Then I take that and then you can get Mo.
Yeah, if I'm doing that trade, I'm going to trade Dame because what's the point of bringing in Lonzo? Like, you don't bring in Lonzo Ball, you got a point guard. It's just straight up.
But that's what I'm saying. I want your whole pie.
And Damian Lillard definitely would help out LeBron a lot.
But that's what I'm saying. I just feel like Damian Lillard is a second fiddle kind of guy. He is not a guy you want running your team. He's a second guy who can give you the clutchiest of clutch of shots. He's basically what Curry was for LeBron if he goes with LeBron.
Or Kyrie, what do you mean?
Yeah, Kyrie. Sorry. Wow.
Like you forgot LeBron and Kyrie
right now. I'm on drugs. I said I think Dame could stay healthier than Kyrie, and that's a good thing for a LeBron team.
Yeah, that definitely is a good thing.
So at the same time, Portland is going to be like, we got to stop being a mid-ass team. That's the thing. It's the worst thing in the in the NBA is to mediocre team than a team that sucks or a team that's great, because you don't get good picks, and you're always going to be the guy who gets eliminated in the first round or doesn't make the playoffs.
Noma said, speaking of Kyrie, I was just thinking, what if Kyrie don't go to none of the places to come to Detroit? I'll lose my mind. But this is why Detroit, speaking of them, this is why we traded for Blake Griffin. I mean, Blake Griffin has a stupid out the ass, excuse my French, contract. I mean, that boy is huge. And we were in such a position where we were the 9th seed for like 3 years. And a year before that, we made the playoffs. And we were a middling team. Like, we could barely make the playoffs, always fighting. Sam Van Gundy was trying to save his job. But we like, man, we got to make some type of power move or we're just going to be stuck here forever. So even though Blake has that huge contract, we traded Tobias Harris and a first-round pick in Beaumont and Avery Bradley or whatever. And we got Blake. And look at us now. So if other teams were to follow that's how you do that. Because, like, even though their contracts are a lot and all this other stuff, we have a core. We always had Andre Drummond. So that was our core. So now you bring somebody like that over here. Lakers need to try to do the same thing. Right now, y'all in the tank mode. So y'all not in the middling problem. But you either going to believe in your young guys and keep them or trade them all for Damian Lillard. Something like that.
I really do think best for both the young players and the Lakers organization. And I'm not saying this because I want the Lakers to trade the young players. I do. But if the Lakers are going the way it seems they're going, they should trade for a star player and trade as much as they can and then try to get some shooters.
You keep your young core and you add a star.
They're not going to do that.
You so set on them being stupid, man.
No, because
if you add Brandon in your shoulder injury, even though many teams will take him, like I said, that messes up stuff. Kyle Kuzma's stock just fell to the floor because he don't got Lonzo no more, and LeBron is LeBron. And Lonzo, who knows if Lonzo's stock is high because the Lakers lost Lonzo and now they ain't in the playoffs. Like I want everybody to know the Lakers lost Lonzo and they missed the playoffs. No matter how much you hate the dude, that's exactly what happened, bro. So that's what happened. The whole team was healthy. Except for Lonzo, and they went 5-13 and missed the playoffs. So I don't know if his stock is high or low. And I really don't know when Magic Johnson's going to Ja Morant games. Like, why? It's just a lot of stuff, bro.
But is this the thing? This is exactly what will happen. If they get anything top of a 5, and I said this, and if they even get a 1 or a 2, what? They are going to look for an all-star that's already made. Because then you know what the media always says about LeBron? He wants his freaking made ready all-stars.
I mean, Lakers are dumb because if I get the first 2 picks. Obviously, you can't put Zion with LeBron because LeBron's ego. But I'm taking Cam Reddish, bro. Like, I know that let's trade them and get stars that are proven. Man, I'm taking Cam Reddish in a heartbeat. But Lakers are dumb because Cam Reddish is what they want, a shooter. He's a shooter. He can score. He does what y'all need. But Lakers are dumb. No,
and you know what's funny?
No, RJ Barrett is no. You can't shoot. They need
and Cam Reddish can work well with Alonzo because they both play great defense, and you need that kind. I think it was a backcourt. You need that in your backcourt.
Right, and they like it. I had like the tallest team in the NBA, bro. Cam Reddish will be the 2 guard because he plays 2 guard and small forward, but he'll be the 2. Lonzo will be the 1. Ingram will be the 3. LeBron will be the 4. Maybe you bring Kuz off the bench and you replace. Your center could be you find a center. Mo Wagner is really a 4. He's not really a 5.
And this is the teams that will be licking their chops for this idea. Pistons, the Portland Trailblazers, if they just get another first-round elimination, New Orleans Pelicans, if the Lakers get a top 3 pick,
then they might trade AD. But I think they would have to get the number 1 pick though.
And if if Michael Jordan is smart, he might be thinking, if I can sign Kimba, I could try to trade him middle of the season next year. But there's a lot of teams.
He's a free agent. He's a free agent.
I'm saying if he could sign Kimba back, do the same thing that the Clippers did to Blake.
Damn, it sounds fucked up, but that's a good plan.
Yeah, see, that's the thing about it too, because it's smart, but it's wrong that these teams is doing that, bro. Like, because what happens is you sign them, right? Just like they did Blake. That's why Blake was upset at first. You sign them, and then you say you're going to be the franchise. You know what I'm saying? We got you to be the franchise, and then you had a meeting, and then you had a press conference, and you're talking to them over and over again, and then you doing that with plans on trading.
Okay.
So that's the messed up thing. I understand what you're saying, but that's
that's the definition of your friend looking you in the eye and stabbing you in the back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But you stabbing in the back of Mike
Blake Griffin don't even get an owner of 5. You know what I'm saying? The old owner of 5. He don't even give him a 5 just because of stuff like that.
I wouldn't give you nothing, bro. I would have been more egregious. I would have looked him in his face and walked away.
See, Gibson is just like Magic in his way. You know what I'm saying? He's just like Magic.
You sent him to a beautiful weather California with LeBron. That is the softest slap in the back.
Nobody don't want to play with LeBron. You get it through your thinking head. It's only one. I ain't saying thinking head like this. I'm not saying thinking head like you love him or anything like that. Only one person want to play with him. That's it. Only one person.
Only 2 people. Lonzo and Kyrie.
Kyrie don't even want to play with him no more. Kyrie left.
So Kyrie might want to play with LeBron again. We got
nah. I mean, only reason why he won't want to play with LeBron because LeBron gonna let him shoot all the time, but he don't want to play with no LeBron no more.
I think it depends on how far. Like if Boston somehow lost in the first round, you never know.
They might.
No. It's a possibility.
None of us think he will go there, but. It's man, LeBron a mastermind, bro. If anybody can convince Kyrie to come back to him, is LeBron.
Yeah. Kyrie is a defensive liability too, bro. Like he you got him and LeBron now, 3 years older. They both defensive liabilities. I wouldn't like that.
No, Kyrie's not a liability though.
He's a lot. Well, he ain't a James. Well, James Harden is a liability. He's just not a good defensive player. I really would say liability.
Like, LeBron not a liability. He just don't play defense.
Yeah, but what you think gonna happen next year?
He want to play defense. He's good at it. He just don't want to do it.
Let's be honest with LeBron, right? Most likely, he's still going to be playing good, but most likely next year is going to be the best you're going to get for the rest of his career next year. Next year is the best year you're going to get. After that, he's going to be going down. I'm not saying he's just going to fall like garbage, but it's safe to say next year is going to be his final best year of his career. And then
remember, that's what I told you the other show star, bro. I'm like, look, man, LeBron about to get a summer off. I'm telling people who hate him, I'm like, look, LeBron gonna get a summer off. He gonna go crazy next year. Might even be a top 3 player. But after that, he might give instead of he might be giving you 24, 7, and 6, or 25, Not that, like, because I know he's gonna go crazy next year if he ain't making the playoffs. Like,
No.
but that's gonna be it.
His motor ain't the same. Like that's the one thing what LeBron probably ain't really understanding. Because I know he's probably thinking, "Yo, I'm balling, man. What the hell is these people talking about?" But one thing that I have to give LeBron that was special, he has a motor. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the
Motor
thing
like no
about it.
other.
He has, well, it's one person with a better motor than him. You know that. Your favorite player. But other than him, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think Kobe playing 45 minutes a night though.
Huh?
All right.
Westbrook got the highest motor in the league.
Oh, you talking about West? I thought you talking about Kobe.
No,
I'm talking about
Westbrook
motor.
definitely had, he has an insane motor.
all right.
He has the highest motor probably ever in the NBA, like ever. I don't think it's any player that ever had a motor him ever. But yeah, I get what you're saying. LeBron has a motor.
I don't think his motor is his motor. I think his motor is his willpower. That's why I love him so much, man.
All right.
And that's the thing about LeBron. LeBron still could get the job done, but people used to saying his motor. I don't think he understand that. Like his motor, him running up and down. He might make some mistakes here and there, but it was his motor. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not getting no. If you think you're getting like, look at this year. Come on, man. We seen LeBron. Even Wade do it a little bit, and he's older more than LeBron. We used to see LeBron chase down blocks. Can we remember one chase down block this year?
Now Lonzo doing it.
Now Lonzo and Ingram is doing it. Like he's not getting no chase down blocks. And then we starting to notice that people's not as afraid of. They still got fear, but they not as afraid of him no more. That's basketball. Is if you could intimidate your opponent, not to play the best that he's capable of playing because he's worried about you. That's a lot in the NBA if you could accomplish. You know what I'm saying? If you could accomplish that.
That's what I'm saying, man. LeBron losing his titles every day. Yeah. I ain't gonna say Giannis the best player in the world, but Giannis now has that LeBron intimidation factor. Boy, 6'11".
Like how he got handled yesterday.
He now has that. So that's a lot of things changes. When other guys start doing what you used to do a little bit better than you. The whole NBA sees that.
Yeah.
Another thing,
he can't wait till Friday when we play the Lakers. Man, we're gonna destroy the Lakers. Like,
who you think should get MVP?
That ain't even gonna be interesting. You said who?
Yeah, I'm about to be out. So peace out, guys.
I get. Who you think should get MVP? Because I was looking at how you had Giannis, right? And he probably should be right there. You know what I'm saying? He got MVP is no problem. But it just seems like people's hating on James Harden, bro. Like, I don't understand. The man is averaging 35, 6.5, 7 and 7. Like, that, goddamn, them is astronomical numbers. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm gonna give you a
third in the West. You know what I'm saying? They team been hurt. I know Chris Paul missed over 20 games. I know he have. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no question about it. I know Clint Capella missed. You know what I'm saying? Missed over 20, at least 15 to 16 games, and I know Gordon missed about 15 games. And the man is putting up 36.5 points. Oh my! Like that's absolute. Like Kobe was the last person who did that. So it's like I know.
I'm gonna tell you about that. Well, I'm gonna just ignore the free throw line stuff. I ain't gonna even go there. But I think a lot of people think, even though James is the one doing it, if other people are in his situation, they could do the same thing.
No, they can't do the same thing.
And when you look at today's NBA, it's so easy to score.
But you can't do the same thing.
In the same situation, he would be putting up a similar number.
It's not the same. That's why people keep saying that, like the same. What situation? It's a million same situations.
LeBron is how old is James Harden? What? 28, 29. If LeBron is 29, and his whole team get hurt in this NBA, them numbers is video game, just like Harden.
No, I don't listen. I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand that. Like he's putting up the numbers. Like, why is this a reason? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is the reason like it's like almost negative? Like, well, if
I mean, I'm trying to tell you, you're not even trying to listen.
He's averaging 36.
How many shots is he taking?
Average 36, meaning that like anything else, most players, not every single player, but maybe even as we see, even with LeBron, even though he's great at it, most players, I say 90% of the players, you want a system that fits their game. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think anybody could do what Harden could do because he does it at the top of the key, one-on-one. He could bake you. He could shoot you. He mastered the fouls. He got the best step back. Remember, them 35, a lot is coming off step back threes. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody can't do step back threes. You know, so
it's about how many shots he takes in the free throw line. James Harden shooting 30 shots in a game, and he gets 40 points. And they winning, though, but that's my point. If KD is shooting 30 shots, he's averaging 35.
But can they still win? Are the team that's going to be
30 shots? He's averaging it.
But is they going to win?
Is their team going to win, though? And giving you 28.
Is their team going to win? That's the thing. He's doing it.
Oh, yeah, no one said the travel back. Yeah, that is a travel every time, and that's another reason why people don't like it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
travel, you score from the 3-point line, all that stuff, man.
The dude is crazy for the dude not to really be super athletic. Like, the dude is crazy, bro. Like anybody can't do what he do. Only about 4 or 5 players could do what he do. But everything got a line right for you. You know what I'm saying? Everything got a line right. Only about 4 or 5 players, but he's doing it. He can't do it, and people take from. Well, no, it ain't no well.
You acting like he's not second in MVP vote. He's second.
No, he should be one. He should be one. Nobody else averaged 36 points. Like that.
Well, nobody in the NBA has ever averaged 26, 13, and 6.
Yeah, but he averaging 30, meaning that if he won MVP last year, per se, just like Nash, right? If you win MVP last year and you having an even better year than you had the MVP and you lead the leader in scoring, like nothing against Giannis, because if Giannis get MVP, he'll deserve it too. But how do you go down? You don't go down. And as good as Giannis
you go down if it's somebody else that's doing something. And that's Giannis. Like
Giannis averaging 27,
NBA. Best point differential in the NBA. You know, he plays great defense. It's just a lot of stuff, bro.
But I'm just saying,
James Harden did not have the best season last year. It was LeBron James. But why did James Harden win? Because he had the number 1 seed in the West.
And he got the number 3 seed. Let's talk about Harden, right?
James took that MVP. Yeah. It's more about than what
LeBron didn't have no best season. LeBron turned it up at the end, but he wasn't really doing all that during the year.
LeBron was crazy last year. He didn't have Kyrie.
At the end of the year.
He lost Kyrie, and Kevin Love was getting hurt throughout the season, and they won the same amount of games.
Traded. It was drama. You know what I'm saying? That was a bad.
The same amount of games.
Yeah, but it was the bad. But Harden
and IT was hurt. Like man had Jose Calderon as a starting point guard. Like if you want to talk about similar things from last year, like LeBron team was hurt a whole lot.
LeBron wasn't no MVP, bro. Like LeBron played LeBron, but that team had way too much drama, way too much. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about injuries, bro. I'm talking about injuries and no stars. Like Kevin Love got hurt as soon as the season started, out for 20 games. IT was hurt until January.
Harden averaged 36, bro. 36. I don't think
people. But it's a guy over in the other conference playing on great and got the number 1 seed.
Yeah, but that's how great he is. he scores so easy that his 36 is like, well, it's hard. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not
It's
even
hard.
really
No,
hard.
it ain't hard. It's 36 points. He averaging 36 points a game. In
And
a
he's
third
still not
place.
the
In
best
a
player in
third.
the
Listen. In
league.
a
He's
third
not the
place.
best player in the league.
He's one. He is, man. He's
Like
something.
Giannis top 2. No
No,
debate.
Giannis is good too. But I'm just
Like,
saying, we already know what Giannis. We already know what Giannis is about. We already
Like, come
know what
on, man.
Giannis.
Both ends of the court, it's a lot of stuff that go in. It's not just as simple as he's averaging 30. It's way deeper than that.
No,
There's
it
a
ain't
lot
no
of other
way
stuff
deeper than
going
that.
on.
He averaging 36. You know what I'm saying?
I'm giving
Nobody
you
else
23,
averaged 36. You know what I'm
23,
saying?
13, 6, 13, and 6, bro. Nobody's ever done that before.
27, 13. What's his face is right near that right now.
Cool.
Embiid is right near that. But
He don't got the assist.
Yeah, but forces. He's right. You know what I'm saying? Him and Embiid have basically the same numbers. So you can have somebody, obviously not the same, but right similar to the same numbers. Nobody got hard number.
Look at the health, though. Oh, like that comes in the factor.
No, he got help. He got help.
No, I said health. Embiid gets hurt.
Oh, yeah. Health. Yeah. No. I'm not saying the B should get it over what's his face? No, I'm not I'm not saying that.
No, I'm not saying you said. I'm just saying Giannis has health too. It's not just one thing.
Yeah, Giannis got health.
He don't got no other stars on his team.
Who? Giannis?
Yeah.
Yeah, Giannis got it perfect though. Like right now.
No, he do. I know he got it great.
Huh?
But he balling.
Reason why I say he got it perfect because right now he could control the team, right? Because I mean, you young. When you young, you trying to win, but you trying to win, you being the main reason why you win. You know, when you young like that. So now he's able to control the game. He got decent shooters. You know what I mean? If he want to take a break, you still got the two guards there that can help you take a break, but they not going to get in your way. You know what I'm saying? And then you got shooters. You have it. He have it perfect for him. Meaning that obviously, if he didn't have the type of skill,
Mike D'Antoni's system isn't perfect for James Harden.
I didn't.
You gotta remember,
did I say it?
Like,
did I say you try? Listen, bro. Me saying he got a team that fits him is. I'm just saying is a credit. Like he got everything good. Everything worked good for. But I'm not saying that's why he's doing it. I'm just saying Harden, he has a system that works for him. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of changed the system a little bit. But Harden could be good anywhere. You could put Harden at the point guard, he's good. You could put him at the wing, he's good. You could put him as a 6-man, he's good. Like no matter where you have Harden at, he's always going to be good because he can score. You could put him you could change his position. Like from next year on, let's just change his position and we're going to put him as a 2 guard. If he just played your standard 2 guard, you know what I'm saying? He'll probably get the ball more than a regular 2 guard, but not completely Mike Tody's system.
I mean, that's what
he'll still get you 27 or 29. You know what I'm saying? You could put him in almost any Harden. He's one of them players. I'm not saying nobody else can. I'm just saying you could put him in almost any system because he could shoot the ball and he could draw fouls.
Man, I just feel like Houston built. You got to remember all the defensive players they have on their team. Like the team is built for James Harden's success. Like you put them on a team that don't got no defense.
You put him on any team, bro.
And I feel like Giannis can play all 5 positions too, bro.
Huh?
I said Giannis can play and defend all 5 positions.
Like when I'm saying about Giannis, I'm saying he deserves the credit he's getting. So that's not. I'm just saying Harden is so good. It's the same thing gonna happen to Giannis. 2 more years, if Giannis averages 27, 14, and 6, he's still gonna get his credit, but it's gonna be like, oh, it's Giannis. You know what I'm saying? Like that 27 ain't gonna really mean nothing no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel with Harden. Like Harden is having 36. He got 4 50-point games, and it's just like, oh, it's Harden. Like, wow. I just think he should be getting a little bit more credit than he's getting. Like, he should be the #1 MVP or really MVP. Well, him and Giannis. It's like, well, yeah, Giannis, James could get it.
Well, all right, I'm gonna tell you how it goes in the NBA. When the NBA started, Giannis was MVP. Then James Harden went fucking crazy, and he was #1 in Vegas MVP. But then what happened? James Harden started to come off for a few weeks, and then that's when Giannis started playing and crazy. And then now they're both healthy. Giannis is playing the same. Harden has his team back, and he's playing the same. You gotta remember, MVP is like a month-to-month thing. Like, Harden had MVP over Giannis until he tailed off for those 10 games. So it's like it's a month-to-month thing. If Giannis tails off and then Harden has 350-point games, he's gonna win MVP. But it's a consistency thing too, though.
Yeah, I mean, Giannis deserve it. They #1 in the East.
So it's been up and down all year. It ain't been like, and you remember Paul George was going insane, and he was #1 in MVP. So you got to be consistent.
He wasn't #1 in MVP, but he was getting some.
A lot of people was like Paul George MVP.
Yeah, but he was just like
he had like 7 or 8 games where he was averaging 36 and like 6, bro. Like, it was. Yeah, and then Paul George got hurt, and Westbrook came back and showed this nigga, I'm MVP, man. And then they're like, well, yeah, you know, Paul George balling, but he do got rough.
Westbrook, man, he got to work on it. The only thing Westbrook that I don't like about him, he has to. I don't know how it's going to happen. He has to work on his late game IQ, bro. Like, he's, as a point guard, as elite as he is, he's like one of the. What I mean by elite, every game ain't gonna be a bad game at the late because he's Westbrook. But compared to like Curry and all, he make too many bad decisions in the late game.
Well, Curry makes a lot of bad decisions. I think with Westbrook, because if I brought up stats, people gonna reject it, and I hate when they do that. Westbrook has had a few iconic bad moments, and people take that, and then they overblow it. Like, if I was
I watch his game. No, let me
finish. If I was to tell you Westbrook was #1 in clutch ratings when he won MVP, and if I was to tell you right now and go ahead to score with a minute left, Westbrook is #1 in the clutch. People be like, but I seen him do turnovers, all these bad games. Yeah, you might have seen that, but Westbrook clutch game is something serious. Like, you see what he did to Portland, bro?
No, man, he's
like, nah, bro. But I'm just saying, he's #1, and with a minute left, Westbrook is #1 in the NBA.
The athletic part of this game,
can't make that up.
The thinking part. Put it like this: if you got a game 7, or not even a game 7, you got crunch. Not crunch because he could, bro. He could shoot the ball, go to the hole. He don't really have no fear. So he's an NBA player. He's a great NBA player. It just seemed like decisions he make. Just watching his decision making, I just don't like it at the end. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? Now, taking a shot, I don't mind him taking a shot because he don't care. He gonna make it or miss it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I like heart. That's not nothing to do with heart.
You know what? Out of all the people I argue about Westbrook, I like what you said. What you said was, stop fucking passing the ball, Russ, and shoot.
Yeah. Shoot.
Like, I'll agree with you with that. Like, when it comes to like shooting clutch games, he's #1. I just told you. But if you're talking about, decision making, sometimes it is off. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Just shoot the ball because this clutch game is something serious. Or you get the ball to Paul George. And Westbrook, I don't know, man. He's so. We were just talking about his motor. His motor is always there. So it's like at the end of the game, I don't want to say he doesn't feel it, but it's like he's still playing the same way. I just went over.
That's what we're talking about.
He makes the clutch shots and stuff, but Westbrook this year is not Westbrook from whenever. Like, he is completely different.
No, he got better. He got way, but he got.
Right, and that's what people are forgetting. Like, they would not be this good if Westbrook was still playing like he's been playing. Like, Paul George would probably be getting 26. Like, the team would not function if Westbrook didn't change his play style.
And then them young guys got better. You know what I'm saying? Them young athletes like Grant. How many years Grant been in the year?
Yeah, I always like Jeremy Grant, bro. The Grant, Grant got a good bloodline, man.
Grant got way better, and then that young guy got way better. That guy, He just gives you a nice wing. Not saying he's great, but he can
Are
catch
you
some
good?
out.
Ferguson? No, Ferguson can shoot.
Ferguson, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not saying he's super great, but he's pretty good. For you know what I'm saying,
No, he
for
can
where
shoot.
he's at right now. You know what I'm saying? And he played D and he got athleticism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that
I don't want to say God took something away, but sometimes in life, God might take something away from you, and things happen. I ain't saying he took Russ needs away, like you ain't gonna be able to shoot no more, so change your play style. But it seemed like once Russ was like, I can't shoot right now. I have to be different because to me, I don't know how he's still averaging a triple double, bro. To be honest with
because he just play harder than everybody else. That's what he do
you,
from
like
night
it's
to night. He gonna
crazy,
play
dog.
out. He go
Like,
out.
how can you
He gonna
still
play you
doing this,
harder
bro?
than everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
You
That's
know,
how it
but
is.
that's why OKC they've been fine the last 9 weeks. Like Russ jumper start falling. I'm like, okay, if that
Yeah.
jumper keep falling and if he don't make those bad passing decisions, they gonna be a problem, man.
Because the reason
KD,
why I
I
say
don't
that,
know what his injury is, but KD got nicked up. It's probably something light though.
yeah,
So
Golden State might get knocked off this year if they don't be careful. Because they just got too much shit, bro. Like, there's too much feminine energy with KD and Draymond Green, bro. Like I just don't like them, bro. Like, I like KD and do KD says mine, but it's almost to the point, KD. You getting yours. Don't get me wrong. But we hear you more than you. It's to the point when we hear you almost as much as we see you now. Like, play ball, bro. Like Curry don't cry about nothing. Curry just plays, bro. He was underpaid for years. Finally got a check. He don't do no crying, man. He just comes to the game and play.
yeah, Chris Broussard be like Curry is, he Tim Duncan. He like point guard version of Tim Duncan, bro. He's always gonna be even kill and always gonna be. That's probably why a lot of people like. He's always gonna be the barometer, the guy that like keeps everything reined in. But I just saw a report talking about Draymond and Steve Curtis beefing, like for real.
Yeah, they said
I'm
I'm
like,
tired.
come on, bro.
He told
And look,
Draymond, I'm
this all
tired
I'm
of your
saying.
kid.
All I'm saying is everyone believes in Golden State talent, including me. Everyone think they're gonna win the championship. Besides what I said in Milwaukee, but the thing is, I'll keep saying, no team has won that fourth year. It's so hard to do. Now, if Golden State was looking as dominant as last year, I would agree. But then, Boogie's a liability on defense. They have actual emotional issues.
Yeah, y'all was right about that,
man.
Boogie. You was right. I was right about Boogie.
Never
Y'all
been
was
no
right.
chink. It's never been a chink in Golden State armor, bro. Ever until now. So that's why I'm like, let's just see what happens.
Tell the truth. KD need to leave and get, you know what I'm saying? And remember you said about the system, he's one of them players that could probably do as hard he could do if the system go back through him is Curry. Just get the team back to Curry.
Oh, we know.
You know what I'm saying? Just get the team back to Curry. But only thing that sucks about with Curry, if you get a team back, like him and Draymond work real good together, and Draymond is struggling, man. He's struggling. He is struggling, man. You need Dray. That's the thing. Curry worked good with Draymond.
No more, man.
Huh?
When championship players get old, and I'm not saying Draymond's 85, but players get old. It takes a toll on you now.
He ain't that old, bro.
Like Sean Livingston been there the whole time. Iggy been there the whole
They older though. He's young.
You get old.
He's younger than Curry. Draymond Green.
Yeah, but you can tell. But I remember Devin Booker. I was watching the highlights and Devin Booker like blew past Draymond, and then the Warriors announcer was like, "See, you can tell Draymond's not the same. He's lost a set because if that was the old Draymond, there's no way he would have got past him." And I was like, "You're correct. You can clearly see you thought like he's not the same."
Booker getting past you, but I see it though. You know what I mean? Like, he just and then his bro, you playing. Don't get me wrong. You gotta play D. You gotta do all the glue stuff. But plus offensively, bro, you wide open. You don't have to worry about people bumping you. You know what I'm saying? Double teaming you. You able to play a wide open one-on-one. You probably could get what? How many shots you think he could really if he was just a little bit above average?
Easily average 13, 12 a game.
Yeah, that's all you gotta average. You don't have to do a lot. 13 points when nobody is really guarding you, bro. Like, man, you still
happens,
playing
man.
good.
He lost his step, bro. I don't know what to say. He ain't the same. It is what it is.
You got to bring something to the table, bro. Like, I mean, you still Draymond. I'm not gonna.
Only thing he still brings the floor general stuff. That's what he still brings. Because even though Steph is the point guard, Draymond is the real point guard. So that he's still bringing that, but
yeah, he's still bringing that. But you allow Gibson, bro. You allow the play. Listen, all right, he's allowed because of all the players to get. How many open shots you think a game he probably could get? He gets open shots. You know when I'm open, not wide open shots. I ain't talking about open, wide open.
Anywhere from, I would say, 4 to 7. Anywhere from that range.
From 4 to 7. And then how many times on that pick and roll during the course of a game that they probably going to trap Curry?
All the time.
And so that means he got the ball by himself or a 2-on-1 when he, you know what I'm saying, when he had the advantage. So
he has a lot of opportunities to score. He's just not doing it.
Got to, bro. Like don't get me wrong. I like how he passed it. You know what I'm saying? But then you can't be calling nobody a bitch and all of that. Excuse my language on here. The B word, and you 1 foot in, 1 foot. You need to have 2 feet in. You don't worry about what somebody else about that, though.
What's serious about that is he the one who called KD a bitch, and KD the one that didn't say nothing. So how come that whole situation affected you way more than KD? You was the one who was talking.
Because everyone knew he was wrong. Like everyone knew, like.
He was wrong for calling that man out his name, but when he was
that's all, bro. You don't tell nobody you 1 foot in. You don't know if a person 1 foot in, 1 foot out. How do you know what's going? You don't say that. You don't call a man a B. Kevin Durant is don't talk to, but he gonna defend his teammates. He's never gonna let nobody talk about him. Only thing he told him is to, yo, bro, give me the ball, bro. Like this is where I'm here. You know what I'm saying? This is the end, dog. He just gave him a regular basketball clap, like this basketball. He go, hey Draymond, give me the ball. This like, yo, Draymond, come on, bro, give me the rock, man. And Draymond lost it because of that. Come on, Draymond, come on, man. And then you're not playing well. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Draymond has some personal issues because he probably thinking, man, if it wasn't for me, none of this would have happened.
But you, no matter if you think that, you part of the team, bro. Like,
no, I'm not saying I'm not accusing. I'm just saying that's probably what's going on in his head.
But don't do that, Draymond. You listen, when you playing defense and moving the ball, you part of the game. Only time somebody really say something to you if you get too much text or you just missing wide open shots. Other than that, people let you be you. You done kick people in a few times. You know what I'm saying? You played a good game in Game 7, so we know you're a warrior. But chill, bro. Like you're doing too much. So KD leave. They need Draymond to be Draymond. So what's going to happen if KD leave and Draymond?
Well, that's why I think Golden State is vulnerable because we can talk about Curry all day. We can talk about KD and Klay all day, but everyone knows what really drove that team. It was Draymond in that defense and that, passing ability. And if you lose that, the team loses a little bit of their edge, and now they got to find it from other places, and they haven't necessarily been able to do that.
Yeah,
that's why they lost like 6 or 10. What if the Warriors lost 6 or 10? Like, what?
Yeah, they haven't won back-to-back since February.
Like what? Like that don't even make sense to me, bro. 6 or 10, the Warriors.
I got a feeling too. What's his face about to start stepping up after next year? Clay about to be a real factor.
I think Clay. I remember I used to argue with people about Clay. I think Clay got a little bit more than we think.
Yeah, that's what I meant. He about to start stepping through the rule.
Like you would call me crazy if I said if Golden State lost KD, they could win like 55, 60 games. But I'm telling you.
But they need Draymond though. You need Draymond.
They do.
Bro. Like,
they need the old Dray, but like
Draymond. If Draymond could be 80% of the old Draymond, oh yeah, you gotta have Curry, you gotta have Clay. They gonna be the Splash Brothers. They gonna put it work. But
yeah, I think people forgot how what the Splash Brothers was doing. Like they won 73 games, and before that they won like 60 games.
And then they had a bench too.
Like, I think when KD leaves, Golden State is still gonna be a freaking problem as long as Curry is healthy. They're gonna be a problem.
Only thing that can hurt Golden State, just to think of it, is when they didn't have. See, this is what happened when they didn't have KD. They had a bench. You know what I'm saying? So they had. Remember they mantra was strength in numbers. You know what I'm saying? They had a bench. So now when they got KD, you know, they had to sacrifice some of that bench. You know what I'm saying? And then the two other guys, they get another year older. They get in that LeBron stage. You know what I'm saying? But Livingston and what's his face, they was younger. But that was like 4 years, 3-4 years ago. So now
that's like when they had my boy Barbershop coming off the bench.
Oh, they had Barbosa.
I was like, they loaded, bro. I'm like, I remember Barbosa was scoring 20 off the bench. I'm like, oh gosh. Like,
they had him, Livingston, Iguodala. What's that dude, Spade?
Yeah,
Spades. You know what I'm saying? They had Bogut starting.
He was starting.
You know what I'm saying? They had a nice mob. But man, I don't know what's going on. I know. Let's talk about BI. What you think? What's up with BI? Like, that's a real situation that we ain't really talking about. I'll be honest with you.
I'm very concerned, bro.
Yeah, I'm very concerned.
I did research on it. It's fixable, but what if it happens again? Like, it's just, I'm very concerned. That's something serious, right there. Like that could stop his whole career right there.
Yeah, I'm concerned, bro. And then that's the ultimate concern. But I'm really, because that's the ultimate concern. But I'm like more concerned, not more, that's the ultimate. But besides that is you got to take them thinners, you know what I'm saying, for 3-4 months. So now with them thinners, it's the certain things you can't do to get yourself better. You get what I'm saying? Like, he's just going to stay the same a little bit, maybe, or go down a little bit.
He's in the same situation as Lonzo was, sadly.
That's what I mean.
You can't play basketball when you're on blood thinners.
That's what I mean by that. The ultimate, he can't play, period. But the other one is he's still going to be good at 18, 19, but he haven't had a chance to get big. You know, the things that he needs. Because next year, bro, my opinion, like I know you heard me say this a lot, him, Kuzma, and Lonzo, if they could get into the gym, it's their third year. They're gonna get problems. They now gonna figure out how to win. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you know what? We got to do this. We got to do that. But Ingram, you need Ingram, bro. Like he's a number 1 and number 2 option. You need Ingram to make it go down the way it's supposed to go down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That's why he's not gonna be able to work on his game.
That's what I mean by that. I think they should be able to take care of the thinner part, but it's just that he gonna be.
He might only have like a month max to work on the game. That's not enough. I hope they find some way to help him at least work on his 3-point shot and getting bigger. Like, you should still be able to lift some type of weight, maybe not too much, but something to get you bigger. At least like with Lonzo, he couldn't work on nothing else, but he got that strength, and we saw the difference. At least get the strength, because if Ingram has the strength, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like, you really ain't stopping him from getting to the ring.
Yeah, if he has the strength, then it's a wrap, because he's slim and he get to that hole, man. You see how he's hitting him with that left? You know? That left is crazy. You know what I'm talking about?
Let's give him cookie. Let's give him cookie.
And you need him. Good thing Lonzo going to have an off season, so he should be all right. But it's BI. You need that. No matter if he stay with the Lakers, no matter if they put him in a package deal, I got a feeling him and Lonzo will be together for most of their career. You know what I'm saying? And then he's trying to get that money. And that's another thing. If he get traded, you don't even know if they gonna give him the money like he's supposed to because of that. Like, damn, man.
He's gonna have to be a trooper through this, man. You're gonna have to deal with this toughly because it's gonna be tough, and you're just gonna have the ball. That's all I can say.
And then
I think they can handle this blood thinner thing as early as in the shoulder. It's not like where Chris Bosh had his problem. So it can be handled. But just ball. Just play like you was playing before. Like, even if he played like he was playing before, he got hurt, giving you a solid 22, nobody's going to be mad at that.
But how you going to get better? That's the thing about it.
He get better during the season, man.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Like, that's his only choice. I'm saying, like, that's his only choice. You just gotta stay consistent as you was off the All-Star break and try to improve during the season. Like,
I get what you're saying. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, look at Lonzo, man. He got way better at finishing thanks to Rondo. But, you just got to get better during the season. That's all you can do, man.
And Coach Miles, I like Miles, man. I really like. Most people don't like him, don't notice him, but I like Miles. He's going to be a good assistant coach.
And they definitely need to bring coaches. And the coach matters. If you put Brandon Ingram in a position where it's natural to him, actually playing small forward, don't got the ball that much, and we just need you to get buckets, you'll be fine, man. Look, like I always say, it's not 4 years or it's 3 to 5. Like, Gordon Hayward didn't become as good as he was till his year. So all I'm saying is if Ingram has a 21 points per game, that's okay. When he gets another off season, he's gonna be straight. So it's usually 3 to 5 years for players to develop. I mean, look at Giannis, man. Like, his first year he was all right, second year he was all right, but third year he was a little bit better. But that fourth year, that's when he started averaging like 22 or something. So
with Giannis, I give him credit to be as good as he is because he hasn't played ball that long. So that's like amazing for him to even be anywhere this good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He haven't played. We ain't talking about because he's from another country. He just wasn't playing basketball. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly,
that right there is that's extra credit. Embiid too. You know what I'm saying? That's extra credit for them dudes to be that good, and they started playing basketball late.
Yeah, I was gonna bring up Embiid because I'm like, Embiid ain't been playing that long.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, Ben Simmons been playing all his life. His father played, I think, professionally somewhere. Ben Simmons got to work on his shot, bro. Like, this summer, you have to work on your shot, bro. You have to work on your shot. Just have a regular 3-pointer, bro. Like, make 30%. Can you make 30%?
Just have a Giannis level 3-pointer, bro. Like, Giannis can shoot. Like, if he shot 5, he might make 1 or 2 depending on the night. Like his last game, he was 2 or 4. He's starting to become a decent 3-point shooter. Like, you could tell. He goes right, like, and look at Giannis level, bro. Like, you don't have to make them, just make a couple. Just make a couple, bro. Like, you are so bad at it, bro. Like, that's why people will say you overrated because you getting judged on at the end, like what you doing you know what I'm saying? What you doing? Homie, what are you doing when it counts? You know what I'm saying? And you want to get that pressure on you because you're seeing playoff action. Yeah, man. You already know, like I said, a player as hyped as Ben Simmons, player as hyped as Lonzo. In those moments, if you have problems, Lonzo with his offensive game, Ben Simmons with his shooting, people won't come at you, even if it's me. Like, and you already know. That's why they gotta, like I said, man, his shot is broke, but I think, it might take 5 years, like literally 5 years, but I think he'll get a shot, maybe. It's decent enough. Bro, it's just gonna take a while, man.
Get an Isaiah shot. Get a free throw shot. Get a Rich Hamilton off the pick. Get something, bro.
A nice little floater, like a nice floater.
Yeah, get a nice little floater. Like, you just too adept. What happens too is, and because I broke it down and listen, every time I listen, y'all, I be listening to the show and then I watch it. Because this is a show. This ain't really about being right. It's about being interesting more than right. If you right, you right. If not, you not. It is what it is. That's why it's more than one person. They see something, they can see something you don't see. And I be watching like, bro, you need a shot because it's going to hurt you when it counts. And nobody don't care if you had 13 triple doubles.
Yeah, it's funny you bring that up.
In game 7, in game 4.
It's funny you bring that up because now Philly is in the 3 seed, we in the 6 seed, and you know what I said? I'm like, I ain't scared of Philly. You know why? Because this Philly can't shoot. That's exactly what I said, bro.
To stop them. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a tough matchup.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I fear Philly less just because he can't shoot. That's not good, bro.
Yeah. Now I ain't gonna say they lost because he couldn't shoot because if he could
if
shoot
Ben
better,
Simmons
they
could
won.
shoot, team would
But
be
I ain't gonna say they lost because he, you know what I'm saying, he's one of the reasons why them shooters also didn't perform good. And he was getting them the rock. Them shooters didn't perform. Them shooters didn't perform good. But that's what's gonna be said. If you a top pick and you don't play good, we don't care about the other shooters. You know what I'm saying? Like we ball players. So
they just carry the bag, bro. We care about you.
Yeah. We don't care about the other
shooters.
Yeah,
Marcus Gibson is in here. I'm gonna add y'all. He followed me on Twitter, so I'm gonna add y'all his ad so you know what his ad is.
Who?
Marcus Gibson.
Okay, yeah, do that.
Yeah, so whenever he want to join, you can send him a link because he'll be on Twitter now.
Yeah, do that.
You just gotta work on it, man. And only thing that made me upset is he didn't. I don't want to say he didn't work on it, but it looked like
he didn't work on it, bro. I don't want to hear you.
I'm trying to give him a benefit of the doubt.
He didn't work on it. Working on it, he's shooting, and he just ain't hitting. We like, yo, Ben trying. His shit broke. He still got to work. But he haven't even hit that stage yet. Because just because you work on it, that don't mean automatically going to happen in the NBA. You got to work on it during game. You know what I'm saying? He's not even to that point yet. That he's working on it. He's kind of off, but give him another off season.
When y'all doing shoot around before the game, I should see you shooting three.
What are you doing, man?
Like that type of stuff. And he ain't even doing that. You know how crazy people would go if Ben Simmons made a three and shoot around before the game? Like, they'd be like, oh, snap, he can do it.
See, what happens is...
Like, Andre Drummond made a three a couple days ago. Come on, Ben. What do you know?
Oh, Drummond?
Yeah, Drummond made like eight or 9 threes this year, bro.
See?
Like, come on, what are you doing?
Yeah, you got to work. You can't just get by because he's so big. He's always going to be able to get his. But it's not. You on a championship level team. It ain't just about you being able to do decent. All right, 17, 9, and 10. All right, yeah. You ain't no bust. You know what I'm saying? You pretty good, but when you on a championship team, you looking at a whole different level. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to.
One of the main things is, can you take pressure off your teammates? You know what I'm saying? If you in a big game and then you just hit a couple shots, they're like, "Ooh, Ben just hit a couple shots, we good." But if you brick them boys horribly, I'm like, "Oh, damn it! Now I have to do more." It's just simple stuff sometimes. Just a simple shot takes pressure off your team.
Yeah, he just got to make the shot, bro. He got to.
You just, and that's why with Giannis, I think Giannis can make those shots.
No, listen, I'm watching Giannis. Giannis, right? Giannis to the point when I'm saying Ben Simmons ain't nowhere near yet. Giannis like, all right, you know what? He can make some threes. He still got to work on it, but he can make a couple. Most likely next year he should make another couple. Then next year. He ain't even at the point when he's you know what I'm saying? You smell what I'm saying? At least Giannis feel like,
bro.
I feel confident. Not every time, but if I get the ball swinging on Giannis and he get a look at the three, he can hit the three. Not saying, he's a great shooter, but he can hit the three. You know what I'm saying? Or if he, you know what I'm saying? Say he playing a game, say that he losing the Eastern Conference Finals. He missed a couple of jumpers or go to the finals and missed a couple of jumpers here and there. But we like, yeah, he's working on it. He's there. He just, next year he work on it. He's definitely going to be. You know what I'm saying? Ben Simmons ain't nowhere near anything. And that's a shame. Like, you an NBA player. You get paid to play. Work on your game, man.
On your team, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Work on your shot. You could do everything else. Work on your shot. But what happens is he still could get hit. So, you know how nothing will happen to you.
You get yours, you don't care as much. I'm getting mine.
I don't know what it is, but you got to work on your shot, bro. Like Lonzo, even though Lonzo will be off sometimes, he works, he shoot. Only thing Lonzo got to do is, bro, only thing I didn't understand about Lonzo, I watched you play Lonzo since junior year in high school. How do you miss them late? Like I done seen him miss so many little late. Like you are 6'7". That's the 6'7". You shouldn't have a problem with layups. You know what I'm saying? That's the one.
No, I'm with you. I'm with
you.
No, you can tell that. You can tell he worked on the shot a little bit though. Like you can tell it looks a little bit better.
He's calling.
I'm just talking about specifically with his shot. Like you can tell that he worked on it.
Oh yeah, you can tell he worked on
it. And then
he don't have this image, but he had work on it.
With the layups, you can tell that he didn't work on the layups. Let's be 100. So that's why you were still missing him until Rondo was like, "Bro, this is how you do it." Because I don't know. I seen him first time in college, but I remember I was watching his high school mixtape by mistake because I didn't know who he was. You're right. He can make layups. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know why he had that problem.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I didn't understand how he had that problem. You know what I'm saying? I understood maybe he couldn't get to the rim as much because he's tall. Because you know sometimes when you're tall, you don't have the full stop and go in short places. So I understand you would have to.
Oh my gosh.
What happened?
Man. Lions just got Trey Flowers. I did not want him.
Trey Flowers? Oh yeah, you be on that, man. I see you arguing with them dudes too. About who to get.
I'm mad. I'm gonna tell you on some football stuff. Put it like this: getting Trey Flowers is like having Jason Kidd and then trading him for Steve Nash. Like, what are you doing? And what I'm saying is, we have a person that does everything Trey Flowers does, and they got the same sagging numbers, but we want to pay this nigga $18 million. Like, what the fuck, man? Whatever, bro.
Yeah, y'all bad.
I'm mad. And you know he's a Patriot, so the Patriots and the Lions got they management now. They together. Oh, fuck!
Oh yeah, because of y'all, yeah.
And we just got Danny Amendola, another Patriot. I'm like, dog, I want this nigga on my team, bro.
Oh, y'all got Amendola now?
Yeah, we making some moves, but I'm still upset.
Y'all trying to build a culture a little bit, you know what I mean?
No, we doing better culture-wise. It's just, whatever, man.
Y'all trying to build it. Y'all trying to build a culture, but it's hard, man. Once you suck, you need everything. Once you suck, you need everything right. You know what I'm saying? You need the coaching, you need the assistant, you need the GM, you need everything right. Because it's hard once you lose an organization. Like the Lakers, you see, it's hard once you start losing to win again. You know what I'm saying? And you need a lot of things to go right. Look at them, man. They two young players got hurt in LeBron. They had their whole team. You know what I'm saying? They'd have been in the top 4. You know what I'm saying? And then now, look, you got bad luck. So now the few bad decisions y'all did make, all of it coming to the, you know what I'm saying? Everything coming to the forefront right now because LeBron get injured, Lonzo get injured, and then now B.I., even though it's the end of the season, but still, it's still a big injury that he can't train like he wants in the off season. So that's just bad luck. That's the thing about it.
Yeah, that's terrible. It's the same thing with having Lonzo last year, man. Like, we was ready for his off season, and he had knee surgery. We like,
yeah, Lonzo. See about Lonzo. That was Lonzo's fault because I ain't saying fault. He tried another situation with the dude, and then that situation didn't work. He was trying to rest it. And then that didn't work, so he had to get surgery. Like if he got surgery early, he'd have been in a better situation. But you know,
I know
that. If you're trying something, sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be Monday morning quarterback. But that hurt. They two young players getting hurt. They missing a lot of experience. Like as good as Lonzo is, he's missing a lot of game experience.
That's why we wanted him to play. Because we
like
need reps, dog. That's one thing I know about the NBA, man. You need reps.
You need reps. Because look at Fox now. I mean, Fox is about even talent, but Fox is playing. You know what I'm saying? Fox got a chance to get a team. He's playing. He's in a playoff hunt right now, whether they make it or not. I ain't saying they will, but at least he know every game is important. Now, next year with the Lakers, if that happened, these dudes don't have no experience.
A part of me feel like Boxing just went to the Lakers, sent my boy Lonzo to Sacramento. Maybe he'd be doing well.
Yeah, maybe.
Because Boxing a great man. His situation is perfect.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is perfect. But sometimes you gotta.
What I was about to say with the Lions, obviously we are losing franchise. First thing we did, we got a GM, and he been doing great moves. Now we got the coach, we got the QB. But we don't have, like, you don't know nothing about our team, but we don't have a second cornerback. We ain't had one for 15 years. And I just think when you got a guy that can get you sacks, you go get you a corner. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you go get you a corner. Like, I know the Giants, we play all this year. Y'all corner's not that good.
Especially in a passing league.
Right, man. Y'all just traded away Olivier Vernon, so now y'all got to replace him. So, it's like, yeah, man, corners is everything, bro. It is what it is, dog. All I'm going to say is I'm not the GM, so I'm not going to get mad.
Send them an email. Get their email, and when you chill them one day, send them an email.
Bob Quinn, man. His draft picks have been so good, I can't even get mad at him, dog.
Okay, all right. See, think about Detroit. If they just, you know how some fans love their team no matter what. You know what I mean? So they always going to be optimistic about their team. See, with the Lions, not saying they ain't the same, but Lions fans ain't just going to throw you a compliment unless you earned it. Yo.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's because, we the laughing soccer in the NFL. I know.
Yeah,
y'all always sitting on us, bro, so fuck y'all.
Yeah, but y'all ain't just going to throw a compliment to somebody without, because you know most teams, well, no matter their team can suck or not doing good, they going to always try to take the best role of it. So they sometimes the compliment don't mean nothing because they just doing it because of their team. Detroit, no. You ain't
no compliment to players who be winning a lot. Like we like Russell Wilson a lot. They hate Tom Brady. It's hilarious. I like Brady, but it's funny. You know, it depends on how good you are.
It depends on how good. But like I said, though, Detroit, for you to say the GM is making a good move, that means he's making a good move. I was just saying, most people just say he's making a good move. You know how it go, because it's their team.
Yeah, but see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I always, I got my own channel. When I told Lions fans, I'm like, I don't care about what the fuck you want. I don't care about what the heck that I want. At the end of the day, our GM has been making incredible moves. Like, when your GM is making incredible moves, you just gotta, even if you might want something, you gotta swallow it and, swallow your pride, and you're like, well, he's been making great moves, so let me just trust what he do. Even if I'm pissed. Because we took offensive lineman last year in the first round, nigga. I was so fucking pissed, but he turned out to be a monster. So, it is what it is.
Free agency today, it started,
right?
Yeah,
man, it's going on, bro. You need to be on the Giant. You need to be finding out what's going on with your team, bro. It's going crazy. Landon Collins went to the Redskins.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he went off the bench, and he like, yeah, I'm gonna see Eli. I'm gonna see Eli.
Yeah, right in the division.
Yeah, I hate when players do that low key though. Like, you don't go in the division, bro. Like, you sucker.
Only thing about Collins is he's good. He's good in the box, but not outside the box. But I like Collins, but I don't know, man.
No, I like him too, but he, in coverage, just like you say, he's good like down low, but back then he be getting cooked.
He's not good in coverage.
But all right, man, we can end this show, man. I got so much football to talk to people now.
Okay. Everybody, thanks for coming on the show. Y'all was great. Like always. Tomorrow I won't be on. We'll be back on Wednesday. Tell the truth, I gotta get hyped for the show because Lonzo gone. Like, when is it? Let's tell the truth.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. You gotta
your
start.
team is in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Like, we gotta start bringing up topics because we can't be talking about the Lakers.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that because
Yeah, I'm gonna come up with some topics every day so we can have something to talk about.
we're gonna do. I was trying to do that, but people didn't. I put the topics in there, and people was going around the topics. So I was like, all right. But yeah, we definitely got to get the topic because Lonzo and them, it's a wrap. Luke and them, we could say the same thing every day, which we will still say the same thing every day, but we got to add. We got to add to it. But thank you guys for coming on the show. We'll be back on Wednesday at 12 at the same time. 313, you did an excellent job as always. And like I tell you guys, hit 313 on Twitter, man. Follow 313. He's on Twitter, man. He's talking, man. You hit him, I guarantee you at him, he gonna at you back. So get at him. It's in the description. Y'all can get at me in the description. Gibson in the description, DJ in the description. So I love you guys. Y'all guys, you did a good job. 313. Y'all guys in the chat room was excellent. Y'all have a great day, mentally, physically, and spiritually. Knowledge.
All right.